I don't know.
Well, I don't look at I don't look at the comments.
Start reading them comments, yo. Word.
I don't be in the comments like that either, but it'll come up on the screen. Hemp will put it on the screen. They always have something to say about Ro and Love.
Right, but why do you think that is?
Like, bro, they get at
we live too.
It's the
Yeah, we live, but why do you think it is, right? Like, out of all of the other women, why is it just them two who catch the most heat and fire? Like, it has to be a reason why they don't kill Q like that. Why they don't kill Alex like that. Why they don't kill Isha like that. It has to be a reason.
Oh, they kill the ladies on on Tuesdays more than Wednesdays.
But my thing is, like, when it come to Ro, like, they mostly get on her about her looks. Like, they not really talking about what she say.
That's what's mean about it.
No, that's not true.
What she say, so it's like, all right,
That's not true. That's not true.
I don't know. I see a lot of comments about her look.
No.
A lot of comments about her talking points. She caught a lot of flack for the whole black man getting out of child support thing.
In the comments about how she looked like, but I mean, it's
You're right.
I get it.
You're right, Mary. I see it too. Talk about me too. Shit.
I mean, they talk about everyone, but they don't get on the panel, so it's like nothing. Like,
Yeah, so you can't respect it then, Issa. If they ain't coming on the fucking panel, fuck them.
But that's why when it comes from the panel, it sounds a little bit more mean and harsh.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man. Interesting. Yo, this might be risky. We here. We have to send people in the building. Bub, what up?
What's popping? I miss y'all. Let's get it.
Word. So no work today?
Nah, man, I had to come represent my peoples. Your word. Let's get it.
Appreciate you. Alex.
Hey, Ham.
Where you going? What Caribbean island you going?
I'm going to Punta Cana on Friday.
Figure, I know you niggas don't go across the water, so I figured it was something.
Don't do that.
Mr. White, what's good?
Yo, what's good, man? Shout out to my bro Gunny the GOAT, man. My man 34-1, man. 34-1 out here.
Who gave him the one?
Me.
Like that. Shit like that.
I like it.
Jay, what up, though?
Yo, what up?
Ain't shit. Welcome. How's everything?
Right, how you doing?
Regular, bro. You on the East Coast?
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta.
Okay. All right. Oh, duh. She told me that. Welcome, bro. We about to get it popping.
I bet.
Sis, what's good?
Hey.
Damn, you might want to turn that light down just a bit. That's all right. Fuck it, sis. Fuck them niggas, right, sis?
Yeah.
East, what's good?
Yeah, I used to be related to Mr. White, but I had to kick him out the family.
Why?
Because his viewpoints lately have been like trash.
Is that right? Which one?
Not giving the little kid his kidney, the saying that Gunny's 1 in 46. Like, he gotta go. Like,
wow.
Ain't he your first cousin?
First cousins. Like, his mom, like, basically took me on. Like, she acted like my third mom. Like, yeah, he can't. He gotta go.
And hey, Mr. White,
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of there. Come on.
Gunny, what up, though?
I'm the head of the family, yo. So I can't be kicked out. It was
You are?
DJ Hamp, this might be risky. Fastest growing podcast on YouTube.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Indeed. I see you got the hair out, the chain out. What you doing? What
Yeah,
you doing?
man.
Tired of y'all talking about them damn hats. That's what it is.
Trying to show it off.
What year is it on you? 80? Is that it look like your 87 look?
Yeah, man, that's my 87 look, man.
Okay, I can dig it. Q was good.
Ain't shit here. You see what the fuck going on? Got the This Might Be Risky tea on.
Oh shit. I
So
see you. I gotta come.
Shout out to Gunny for ditching the high ponytail tonight. Love you for that. And fucking Jay, don't come on here with that shy shit. We get wild on here. So
Yo, leave Jay alone. Let Jay get warm, man. Damn, man. What's up, Mary?
Don't start your shit. You happy to see me, just like everybody.
Nah, man. What's up with you? I'm trying to get my audio right, and you continue to just talk. Tell me why.
Because of him, you couldn't get your shit right. So I hate you, my nigga. I hate you.
And man,
shit like that.
Everybody, welcome as you gather into the live stream. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. It helps the channel the most. Hit all the links in the description. Direct to cyop.com. That will also be in the description. That's my man Bub. Shit, we had the We Major hat on and all that. We just got to get a little bit. We got to make some, with the commercial and all that. But as soon as you get it right, you know what I mean? It will be on all the videos. I will be playing the sponsorship package as well at the end of the show. So if you want to invest in yourself, I think it might make sense for both. All right, so everybody good?
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it.
I can dig it. All right. Gunny. Negro, they can't hear you talking.
No, your mic was going out, man.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Yep, gotcha.
Gunny.
Yes.
I'm just asking. All right. So you come in the crib, right? Your wife, she upset. You got smoke. She went through your phone. You was cheating. She say she leaving. All right. She come back 10 minutes later. Listen, I'm not leaving under one condition. If I get one free cheat pass. You gonna let her have it?
No. I would say goodbye.
but you the one that got smoked.
Have a nice day.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just saying you the one that got smoked. Smoke mean you got caught cheating. That's what that means.
Okay, so if I get caught cheating and she asks for a free pass, the relationship is already over with. It's already done. First of all, I stepped out. So that's a major problem. All right. So obviously the relationship is not worth a darn in the first place because I stepped out. That's the first thing. So why would I make things worse by allowing her to go out and get a free pass knowing that the relationship was screwed up in the first place? So no, you don't get a free pass. You caught me. The relationship is over with. That's simple. That's easy.
So you see men and women cheating as the same thing?
Yes, I do. Men and women cheating, that's the exact same thing. Men and women are not the same. I get it, and we have a bunch of differences. But when it comes to loyalty and respect and honesty, that's a human trait.
Okay. And
so when it comes to being deceitful, if we're in an exclusive relationship and it's just me and you, and I tell you that I'm not sleeping with anybody else, and I go out there and I lie to you and I deceive you, nah, that has nothing to do with men and women. Nothing.
Okay, so it's not the cheeks per se, it's how you went about getting said cheeks.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Do you think that men's loyalty is tied to their penis?
It is. It's based on the premise of the relationship at the beginning. So we start the relationship off. We're only going to be exclusive to each other. We're not going to step outside. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. But if that's not your relationship, that's cool. Okay. I'm free to go out and have sex with whatever many women I want to. If you're cool with that, then you can't get mad if I go out there and do it. But if I'm telling you to your face that you're the only one, and I go out there and violate that, I can't pull the man card and say, oh, well, men are only supposed to, men are not naturally meant to be with one person. That's whack. No.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think a man's loyalty is tied to his penis? Because you gave me a great answer about something else. But do you think a man's loyalty is tied to his penis?
I think it is, because his penis is a part of his body. His penis is tied to his discipline. His penis is tied to who he is as a human being. Yes, it is tied to it.
Okay, discipline.
His penis can't make a move if his brain doesn't tell it to go.
You'd be surprised, but
no. The penis does not drive the man. The man is not like a zombie. To the next. No, it's not. That's not the way that it works.
So a man's loyalty is tied to his, because you named discipline. I didn't say discipline. I noticed you adding other things in that I'm not asking. So you're just saying nature of him having control over his penis that speaks to his sex with another woman outside of his relationship.
Right, it does. It does. Discipline has everything to do with it. Because you control, as a man, you control
loyalty
your penis.
And discipline,
your penis
those
does not control you.
Things. But loyalty and discipline. So yeah, I agree that you got to be disciplined. You got to have dick discipline. But do we say this man is disloyal if he has sex with another woman?
Yes, so he's absolutely disloyal.
Okay, so
he's
Gunny says
absolutely disloyal.
All right, so Gunny says yes. Jay, go ahead.
No, I disagree. I have sex with women I don't even like all the time. They have nothing to do with my loyalty. I got women that I care about, like my girl, but if I step out, it ain't got nothing to do with love. I just wanted to do something in the moment. But my loyalty resides to the woman I provide for the woman I protect. For some I just hit, I don't really care about it. That's not loyalty. So, and the difference between men and women cheating, like I said, men can hook up with a woman they don't even like. Women have to like something about you to get with you. There's got to be something they like about you to lay down with you. So when your girl get revenge on you, there's gonna be something about that guy that she like. So that's my opinion.
So when you step into a relationship with a woman and you talk to this woman, you look this woman eye to eye and you say, I'm going to be exclusive to you. That's it. I'm not going to be with anybody else. What does that say about you if you step outside of what you said to her face to face?
And I agree with you. And I tell dudes all the time in my videos, stop lying. Stop putting yourself in a position to be that dude. If you tell women straight up to their face, hey, I'm not trying to do this. I'm not trying to be in a serious relationship. I'm just having fun. Women will respect that. A lot of women will go for that. But a lot of guys think that, nah, ain't nobody going to go for that. It's not true. But if you're honest with a woman, she'll respect that. And a lot of women will be down for that.
I agree with that point. I think that we're kind of saying the same thing. I agree with that point. But my point is, when you're in a relationship with a woman and your woman thinks that you're not going to step out on her and you step out on her and then you pull the card, well, I'm not meant to be with one woman. Nah, man, that's not cool. That's dishonest. And you're inviting a whole bunch of issues in your life. That's my point.
I agree. Okay. But I think men are non-monogamous. That's just me naturally. But because of society and culture and religion, that's why men enter those situations. But if you lying to a woman, tell her you're going to be faithful and you not, that's stupid. You might as well just be honest with yourself and tell her from the jump to her face, hey, this is what it is. And like I said, women will respect that.
Agreed. I agree with that.
Q, I seen you shaking your head. What you think?
I think Gunny full of shit.
Wow.
I agree with Jay. You know, I like Jay already. You feel me? But no, I think there's some truth to that. I've been saying that since forever, like just being around guys and hearing their testimonials and where they're coming from. And I've seen this sense of loyalty that they have to their wives or whatever over any side chick that they mess around with. Like they will get mad if the side chick even tries to contact them around their wife, walk up to them in public around their wife. Like that loyalty be there. But I just think it's something innate that guys have. And I think Gunny, the thing I do agree with that Gunny said is it is disrespectful though. If you're going to lead somebody down a road of thinking something contrary to what it is. And so Jay's example of just being straight up, it's her choice at that point if she want to fuck with somebody who she know will be fucking around and getting his dick dirty.
Jay, question on that. You think the women are going for that?
Oh yeah. Yeah. If you tell a woman straight up, this is what it is, women look at you in a whole nother light because guys lie about it. But the thing about it, women don't lie. When it comes to attraction, what women like, they don't lie. They don't play no games. They cutthroat. Oh, you not my type? Cut them out. You're not the height I like? Cut them out. So tell a woman straight up, I'm not the faithful type. You want to enter this game with me? Come on. But know what you sign up for.
Now, is that in a relationship or just in terms of like y'all fucking with each other?
It's however you want to do it. You could be in a relationship. You could be poly. You just got to tell a woman from the jump. Don't play no games to her face. Tell her what's up. You'll be surprised. You'll be very surprised.
So Isha, Jay's saying that he's saying the majority of women will go for that if you honest up front. I see you nodding, so you agree.
I think, yeah, because you give them the choice to decide whether or not they're going to put up with this bullshit. I think if you playing games, now you're playing with her mental. Now, if you're playing with my mental, when I start acting crazy, you ask for it.
Okay. And so you would take a dude personal if he told you that up front. You could still be with him in a relationship?
No, I wouldn't take him personal, but I know what I know how to compartmentalize and put him in the area where he need to be. Like, I know how to control my own feelings. Like, this is what this is, and I won't expect anything more. But if he's telling me, oh, you the one and only, da 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 da, and then he telling Susan the same thing, and they fucking, yeah, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so, I gotta respond to Gunny too, because women, to your question, women are not gonna tell you when they're gonna get back. They're gonna get back and then tell you. So you cheat, I'm coming back in the house. Not 10 minutes later, I might sneak out for a day, and that's why I was sucking this nigga's dick. Now we even. You know, that's how we gonna give it up.
Jesus Christ.
That's real.
That's real. You real dead. That's crazy.
Well, not both our feelings hurt. Not both our feelings hurt.
That's the way it happens, though. Yeah, it is. That's the way it happens.
Okay. So along Jay's understanding, and it seemed like I think I agree with that. I just don't know if that man is gonna be in a relationship. I think front and it's just sex, But to get to some huggy bear shit, you think that's a probability is what I'm asking.
Well, you gotta understand it's 2023. The dating game is different now. Like, it's not 1990 or whatever. The women and men, it's a whole different game now with social media. So that's what I'm telling you. A lot of people go for that. It's just you gotta find the right people. But if you up front, they'll reciprocate. But you gotta let them know from the jump.
No, I think you're right. But what the one part I'm on the fence about, pause, that sounds crazy, is will she be in a relationship? Like, can you be in a relationship with her and still be doing your thing? I just don't know if that's the case based on Isha's last answer.
You can. You gotta find the right woman. You can.
Oh. Mary, you unmuted?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, God, I think Mary unmuted. Go ahead.
Yeah, and it does happen, you know, and that's where the whole we're in an open relationship thing comes from. I've been in one before, so you know I understand how it works. But
you found a man that didn't mind you fucking other niggas?
That's an open relationship.
I want an answer.
It's complicated, but
no. You jumped out there with no life raft. That's on you. Go ahead, talk.
No, it was just being aware of, you know, what's going on. Just being aware of what's going on. Like, no, I'm not gonna say no real title. You know what I'm saying? But y'all doing the family thing, or y'all doing the family thing, you know. But when y'all not together, y'all not together. When you don't live in the same city.
That's how Gunny answered my last question. So were you in an open relationship, meaning he was okay with you smashing? Because an open relationship, to Gunny's point and to Jay's point and to Isha's point, is that there's an understanding.
Yeah.
But if you just saying it's out of sight and out of mind, that's not the same thing.
Yes, there was an understanding.
So he knew you were smashing.
Right, but there was no, it's not like the relationships now where like y'all live together. No, we in two different cities. You know, this is what it is when we around each other.
That's not the same. Okay.
When we not, I mean, whatever. But to the understanding.
Well, no, I'm saying that's not an open relationship.
Well, you got to be living together.
Well, you saying like when I see you, I see you. But if we not together,
regular thing. Like when I see you, this is what it is. When we together, this is what it is. But when we not together, this is what it is. That's
yeah, you was having sex, and then when you saw each other, and then when y'all went home, y'all had sex with other people.
Right.
That ain't.
Y'all wasn't together.
Yeah, that's not together. That's what I'm saying.
But in regards to the original question, in regards to what Gunny was saying, I don't agree with what Gunny was saying. I feel like I mentioned before, I feel like loyalty and faithfulness are two different things. I feel like people try to make them the same, and they're not. So in a way, to me, loyalty doesn't require a relationship. Loyalty is still somebody could cheat on you, again, not have no emotions attached to it. You could pay bitches to fuck. You know what I'm saying? So that's easy. Like, you don't have to have no bond with them. You don't have, like, bitches is willing to give it up. You know what I'm saying? So in regards to that, and then still being able to, you know, you still make sure the girl that you with is taken care of, her bill's still paid, kids is straight. Like, that's where loyalty comes in. But being
so are you okay with men? Are you okay with somebody lying to you?
But that's, to me, that's not being unloyal.
No, that's not what I asked you. Are you okay with men lying to you?
No. Why would anybody be okay with somebody lying to them?
Okay, so if we're going once again, going back to my original point, if we're in a relationship and I tell you to your face that you're the only one, there is no one else. I'm not going to seek sexual satisfaction from any other woman, but I go out there and I do the opposite of what I told you to your face. You're telling me that you're okay with that?
No, I'm telling you that that's not, to me, that's not loyalty. You're being dishonest and you're being unfaithful. Loyalty has a different regard.
So loyalty is not tied to honesty.
There, even when you're not in a relationship, loyalty can be there even when you're not in a relationship. Loyalty is bigger than that. You get what I'm saying?
No, I don't. I don't understand what you're saying. You're saying that loyalty and honesty don't go hand in hand. That's what you're saying.
Correct. They can be two different things. Correct. You can lie. You can lie to you. You can tell somebody, "Oh, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that," and you still do it. You still take care of them. Oh, we're not together, but you still taking care of them. That's your loyalty to them.
And see, and that's my problem. We can't normalize dysfunction. We can't normalize dysfunction. That's what you're doing. You're saying that. Look,
nobody
I'm
said
sorry.
It's okay. When somebody says it's okay, that's it being normalized. Not once did I say it's okay. Saying it's okay, that's me normalizing it. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying it's right. That's not me normalizing it.
Okay, so let's go back to the beginning. Let's say we're in a relationship, right? Me and you. And I say that I'm not going to sleep with any other woman other than you. And I tell you that to your face. And then I go out and I have sex with another woman. You're telling me that you're going to be okay with that because my penis is not attached to my loyalty, to my brain, to anything.
Nothing
because I'm taking care of
that shit would be okay with me. I didn't say that. Like, I didn't say that.
So you wouldn't be okay with that.
If we are together, if I'm with somebody and we are together and you go sleep with somebody else, it's a problem. But that's me.
So then we agree then.
But
we agree.
We're not agreeing because you're saying that it's just completely out the picture. You're saying that men are not what Hemp asked. Hemp asked, do you think that men's brain or whatever is connected to their penis? I don't believe so. Men will fuck somebody that they don't give a fuck about at all.
But if I tell you that I'm not going to do that, if I tell you that I have control over my own body and I'm not going to sleep with anyone, dear Lord, we're saying the exact same thing. You agree with me, Mary?
But you can still, but my thing is, it doesn't mean your thing was, if I cheat on somebody, you as a man, now this might be just you, but it's not the majority. If I can go cheat, if I cheat on you, that means in my mind, the relationship already over. For the majority of men, they're not processing it like that. They're not processing like, oh, I don't want to be with my girl. They're not processing it like, oh, I don't want my wife. You know what I'm saying? A majority of men are not processing it like that. They're processing it like, damn, I'm stuck in the moment. They do whatever they do in the moment. They're not even thinking of us.
But it doesn't matter if they're processing it like that, because based on the premise, us getting together, I told you that I did have control over and I was able to process it like that. So out of respect for you, the relationship should be done because I came into the relationship under the premise that I was going to be mutually exclusive to you. That's why you
keep saying that's you. I'm speaking about the majority of all the men that I've had conversations with, I've seen videos of, that I've seen all of that. They will say when they have cheated and slept with other women, their wives and their girlfriends are the farthest thing from their mind. There's nothing fucked up at home.
That's a lie. They're lying. They're lying. They're cat. That's cat,
so
yo.
Ask the panel.
You can ask everybody in the chat.
Situations where people, husband and wife, like let's say that they're married, right? And a man's loyalty is to his family, and for them it could be, I'm making sure that my family is still top priority. I'm taking care of them. I'm showing up as a husband. However, I may still like to have a little something on the side. As long as what's going on the side isn't interfering up with my house and my structure, they still feel like they're being loyal. I'm still here dedicated in this marriage. Now, you may be dishonest. You shouldn't be cheating. You shouldn't be doing X, Y, and Z. But the loyalty overall at the end of the day, the family comes first. The structure of that comes first. So for some people, is that right? No. And there are some women who will go ahead and stay knowing that their husband is cheating. However, he is still doing everything that he's supposed to be doing as a husband, as a provider. He is still a provider. He is still a good father. He is still here where I need to. I know that I have priority. And you know that the other women, they come last after us. So that's where that's what I would say with loyalty.
Alex, 90% of your comment focused on one thing, but the other 10% you conveniently left out. You said he may be dishonest, and then you just dismissed it and moved on to the rest. Why not talk about the 10% that women get upset over, that women pull out knives over, that women pull out guns over, that women want to go out to the guy's job and destroy his life? Why not talk about that part?
Exactly. But that's because important. We have these conversations on this platform, Hamp always says that we speak about majority. We aren't talking about the sometimes or the outliers. Going back to Jay's point, just overall what we were talking about previously, women have more respect when a man is honest and he says, yo, this is what it's going to be. We can mess around and we can do this, that, and the third, but here's what it is and here's what it isn't. Now, there are some situations where women, they feel like they can handle that. Oh, I can handle that. I can do so and not have my emotions attached. There are some, let me not even say some. There are instances, and that's not a situation. Every woman isn't built like that. But more women, I would say the majority, have more respect, and you are dealing with less crazy women and all of the other foolishness that comes about with it if you are straight up. And then there are situations where people are they're poly now. Like, okay, well, I know my nigga's over here cheating on me. He's doing this and the third, but as long as he's here for what I need, as long as he's showing up and as long as I'm priority, I don't care what he does. So for some people, let me not say some, for people,
killing me.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get out my vocabulary. For those individuals, they feel like their person or their boyfriend or their husband is being loyal as long as I come first. People have that mentality. And now I don't agree with it. I'm not for that personally, but there are people who subscribe to that. But you have to set that tone in the very beginning.
Right. And that's like a lot of dudes, like even when they do, like say if the girl that they messing with on the side, whoever they with find out, their loyalty is with who they with. So guess what? They cutting that side bitch off for being too loud. You get what I'm saying? That's where the loyalty come in. Like a nigga be quick to be like, nah, you doing too much. Like I'm not fucking with you. Because their loyalty is to their girl. Now you done did some crazy shit. You done put some shit on social media. Now my girl know, and now here the fuck we are. And now I gotta cut you off. That's the loyalty. That's where the loyal part comes in. Even in a fucked up situation.
And I like what you said, Marianne. Can I give y'all something to kind of think about or maybe chime in on? Mm-hmm. Y'all remember back in the day when Papa and them had the baby up the street? Right? But the grandparents stayed together forever. It was always that one light-skinned baby or that one dark-skinned uncle or whatever. So was that a moment where what was understood didn't need to be said, or do you think they were having the same conversations JB having?
They were definitely having the same conversations. They were having the same conversations behind closed doors, but back then the woman knew that, you know, just being dignified and staying within a marriage was the best thing for the overall family. But let me tell you this, that woman still had a huge problem with the husband. That husband that came home that had a side baby, he still had a bunch of problems when he came in the house. The problem was around then. The problem is around now. We cannot normalize. We can't. If you don't want to be married and be exclusive, don't get married. Do like Jay Stanza said. Just tell the woman straight up, yo, I don't want to be with one woman. The woman will respect that, and you'll live a happy life. But if you want to be married, yo, you're foul, dude. You're foul for going out and making excuses for your lack of discipline. Because you're gonna pay for it. You are. You're gonna pay for it. These women out here are not playing. When they find you cheating, they're going to ruin your life in the courts. They're going to ruin your life. With the kids, they're going to ruin you. I'm telling you.
Let me transition off this. Final thoughts on this.
Gunny said, "Don't normalize it. It's been normalized."
Gunny for president, man.
Grandma, Papa, the normalized it.
They normalized it, right?
Go
ahead, Bo.
Getting back to the initial question, if I'm giving Shorty a pass, hell no, fuck up out of here.
Yeah, I ain't giving no pass. Interesting. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. All right, Isha, why the fuck y'all niggas can't answer when I'm calling y'all names?
Hampton.
Hey, goddamn it.
Every time somebody get mad, they say Hampton.
Right there, Gunny, right a lot today. Jeez, Gunny, you growing on people. So, Isha, what that shit you was talking yesterday
about? What, men being gay?
Yeah, and hanging out with their friends. So my question is, Isha, and I want you to expound on this here. Oh, let me find it real quick. Men, hold on. Is him liking to hang out with his homies a red flag? Go, Isha.
I think so. I think if he prefers his homies over his lady, yeah, that's a big red flag. Like, what's the problem? Are they giving you the same thing I'm giving you?
What would that be?
They giving him pussy.
You fucking...
Especially if I'm making this house a home, and y'all know women be more loyal than these niggas to these niggas, for real. So I'm giving you that loyalty. I'm making this house a home, and you telling me you rather come home from work and go relax with your niggas instead of relaxing with me? It's a problem.
What you think about that, Bub?
Well, Isha, you fucking me up with this. Hey, it's definitely a problem. But I'm not gonna call the homies gay though, Isha. Knock that shit the fuck off. They not gay. Sometimes women be getting on our fucking nerves, man. But me personally, nah. If I'm working wild hours at work, I'm not gonna come home and just want to hang out with my boys. Hell no. I want to lay up with my lady. That's word. But if I do want to go hang out with my boys, don't try to call me fucking gay. All right, that's out. Word. It's just some shit I could do with my mans that I can't do with my ladies. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
So Asia also doubled down on this foolishness, Bub. She's like, "Why do you want to be around masculine energy?"
Yo,
I just never heard no shit like this.
Yo, y'all women bugging with this shit. I listen to that bullshit, yo. Don't ever. First off, don't ever call no fucking straight man gay. You might get your head knocked off. Don't do that shit. Don't call him gay. Don't never call him no fucking bitch. Don't knock that the fuck off. All right. Y'all be getting on our fucking nerves sometimes. That's all it is. Word.
I think it's just the majority. Like when you're
women be nagging, annoying.
Hold on, Mary. I got a game plan in my head.
Always complaining about some shit. Like Ham said yesterday, man. We just want to play games. We want to take shots with each other. We want to talk shit to each other. We want to compete with each other. We want to say fuck you. I could lift more weight to you. I could fuck you up in basketball. I could beat you in spades. Little dumb shit. It's not that we gay. You know what I'm saying? Knock that off. Word.
So I think that men need that. They need that time away from family, like their kids, their wife, to, de-stress or whatever. But not all the time. If I'm calling you, I'm out with the boys all the time, then there's a problem. Like if it's just so, okay, every once in a while, maybe once a week, once a week, that's normal because I need some time with my girls too. But all the time,
it might be a problem between you two. But don't call him fucking gay, Isha. He might not want to be with you because your energy is fucked up.
But let's say if my energy wasn't, if I'm making being his piece, like you guys say, y'all want y'all woman to be your piece. If I'm being your piece and you still preferring all that, then there's a problem.
But why is he gay, Isha? Are you so? Let me put you on the hot seat right now, Isha. Are you retracting that statement?
That he's gay?
Yes.
Okay, maybe a little bit. The question was, the question was, what do men want? I said they want to be with other niggas. So yeah, that's kind of gay. Like if you prefer to be with men and anything you got to say about a woman is negative, you gay.
Jay, have you ever? I gotta ask Jay because have you ever heard any shit like this before?
Nah, I've never heard nothing like that. But I want to answer the question. I think it's all about balance. Like once in a while, you hang out with your homies on the weekends, cool. But you spend time with your girl. But I want to address this. I think we live in an era where people think doing something nice for your girl is simping. Hanging out with your girl is simping or taking her on a date. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with treating your girl good or taking her on a date or hanging out with her. The problem is that the homies want to be like, oh, you simping, you cut us off, bro. Like I got a girl now. Like I don't want to hang out with you all the time. But it's all about balance. So ain't nothing wrong with hanging out with your girl, spending time with her, doing something nice for her. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing simp about that.
Yeah, you think people call people simp if they hang out with their girl, like take their woman on dates?
Yes, you be surprised. A lot of people, oh man, you changing, you simping now. You switched up, bro. I got a girl now. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be with my girl. I'm supposed to be building somewhere. That's what we supposed to be doing. Just nothing wrong with that. But now dudes try to shame other dudes because they don't got nobody.
Okay, but he not gay for hanging out with his friends though, right?
Nah. If you doing it like every day, then something wrong with it. Instead of his girl, that's suspect. Yeah, like.
So yeah.
No, hey, Issa, stop it.
She done sway. Hey, Bub, she done sway Jay. Now Jay like, damn, you right. That nigga with his friends every day. Maybe
he don't know how to tell his shorty, like, listen, I don't really want to fuck with you no more. You wild fucking annoying. Get the fuck away from me. Fuck out of here. Maybe he ain't ready to do that yet. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they in too deep.
But you could be annoying and your nigga still want to be around you. Like
Mary.
I think the issue lies when it's like, all right, majority of the time men work over 40 hours a week. Let's say Monday through Friday, niggas work over 40 hours a week. On the weekends, you with your boys, and then you cut in a little time during the week with your boys. Ain't no time for me. So when you spending more time with your niggas than you spending with me, that's where I'm like, all right, red flag, something, either
all right, so
with your boys and you with a bitch, or you with your boys and y'all little, I don't know.
So y'all wilding with that shit. So let me hold on. Yeah, Alex, that shit is a fraud. But look, Mary. What? So here's the question though. Mm-hmm. So we dating, right? You dating. And so what does it look like? He's saying, I'm about to go play ball with my boys. Me and the fellas going out tonight. We watching the game on Sunday, right? And you in the process of dating this man. Would you consider that a red flag? Does that sound things that would be like, damn, why he doing all that?
Nah, because no, I don't think
it sounds pretty normal, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm asking. Like, if he chilling with his mans in them, is that an actual red flag if you dating somebody, sis?
It's not far-fetched that someone could be on a DL. That's an easy.
Wow, bro. Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
How do we get back here?
For some reason, no, this is what I'm thinking. I've been sitting here thinking. Because it seems like it's coming easier for men these days to just be with men. And like I said, I don't think Isha's too far off her assessment. I think
it is serious right now.
It is what it is. It's scary.
Yo, y'all bugging out, man. Word.
They can't.
Y'all bugging out.
Mr. White, say something, man. Ain't you a therapist or some shit like that?
Yo, she said it's scary. Like a man ain't wait 12 years just to go on a date with her.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Nah, that's wild, yo. And I'm gonna say something too, yo. I feel like the most women who say things like that are older single women. It's the older single women who try to vilify men any way that they can to kind of justify why they are single at times. Because for a guy, because listen, it's so many different reasons for a man to want to hang out with his friends. First of all, no real man who has a family is spending that much time with anybody, period, on a daily basis. Nobody at all. But that's where y'all automatically went to, because we more than likely he got kids, he do got his wife. But when you hang out with your boys, that's an escape. I'm fighting the world all day. When I get with you, I got to learn your love language, right? I got to learn how to communicate with you. Communication, we see how difficult it is to communicate with us. It's just as difficult in a lot of relationships with learning somebody. So being with my girl a lot of times is work. Right, you got a plan to where, okay, today we just gonna have a good day, or we're not gonna focus on talking about, certain things that we're working towards doing. But when I'm with my boys, that's easy for me. That flows for me. That's relaxing for me. I literally don't got to do no work. And so to just go from oh yeah, this nigga gay because he hang around his friends more than he hang out with me. It's like, nah, it's just work with dealing with you, and it takes time to get there, with certain people. So,
number one, that's why I kicked you out the family, because that's number one. Number two is what you're saying is that basically he's a simp, he's a punk, he's not a real man because he don't want to do the work. That's basically what you're saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm
Adrian,
saying
said if once in a while to have that escape, that's okay. Like everyone needs, especially when you're raising kids, especially 7 of them, you need a break. But all the time, that's a problem. And it has nothing to do with a woman's age. It has everything to do with there's a problem. If you need to escape all the time because you don't want to learn how to communicate, you don't want to learn how to be a man, and you don't want to build that bond. You rather have a tighter bond with the masculine energy, then that's a problem.
Right.
Isha, Mr. White said something that was very important. Very important. Mr. White, if you could please say it one more time. Mr. White talked about what men have to deal with outside in the world. That's very important, what he said.
But
that's
Gunny,
a key element to what he was talking about.
There's no problem every once in a while for a man to have that escape. As a mom, you need that escape too. But it's when, okay, you rather be with your boys daily, then I know you don't play games, Adrian, but if they're on the game with their boys, they always have an escape. To be with masculine energy, that's a problem.
Well, like I said, that's something wrong between you and him. Like
right,
if he going for 4 hours and you hit him up and be like, yo, I need you to come home right now. Come get this ass. I guarantee he gonna shoot right home. But if you ain't giving him no ass like that, either he cheating, and like I said, once again, that's something between you and him. He cheating, or he just saying he ain't really fucking with you like that. But call him and tell him to come home and get this ass. I guarantee he leave his boys to be really fucking with you like that.
No, but so now that sounds like he only want to be around women to fuck. Like he prefer masculine energy than he just want to fuck.
Nah, but Isha, if you not giving it to him like that, like I said, he either going to get it somewhere else, or he ain't really fucking with you like that. He chilling with his boys. But if you have a change of heart and be like, listen, babe, come home. I'm feeling frisky right now. Come get this. I guarantee he coming home.
But if you
guarantee he coming home.
If you are giving it to him like that, he may be like, let me finish this up real quick and then I'm coming home.
What's wrong with that?
Same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. The Tatum 32, the $2 super chat. What's good, panel? Great topic. Word. I'm trying to get through. We got a bunch of red flags here. Mike Brown with $5 super chat. Adrian doesn't know how to play spades. FYI. I thought you was good at that type of shit.
I'm the GOAT on the spades table. Mike, no.
Alex, final thought on this, because your counterpart is wild.
Say something here, please.
I just feel like
hold on, Alex. Go ahead, sis. Hurry up.
Adrian, I'm not gonna let that slide. I heard you. Why do you think that it's older single women who share that opinion versus who? Who are you comparing us to? And did you forget that Jay Stanza agreed that it could be considered sus?
No, but if you heard the initial thing he said was he never even heard that before, right?
But I heard what he
now.
said though. But what he did say is it could be considered sus at the end.
Right, it could be, but that's nothing he would have normally said. So he only heard it from because it was just brought up now by an older woman who I love you, Isha, and you fire. Because if you wasn't, I would let you know. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you look at who was pushing the point, right? Asia, Love, and Isha. What was Alex saying? Alex like, nah, like y'all going too far with the gay thing. You know what I'm saying? Mary, we all know Mary different. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So just based off of that, you don't hear younger women saying, "Oh, because he wants to do things with his friends, that means he's gay." Like we've literally never heard that till like now. That's not a thing.
Oh, is that what you're thinking? Okay.
That's what everybody is thinking up here.
Okay.
That's what Jay thought.
No, that's just what Adrian is thinking. That's why he doesn't have a family right now. The thing is,
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
It's not even just that he likes to spend time with his boys. It's a lot of times when we listen to this panel and men are like, everything is women's fault. Women, you are the reason for everything going wrong. I even had a white guy in the airport tell another girl, women are what's wrong with everything in this world. So it's those point of views like that makes me think, damn, these men are really freaking gay.
Well, that's a modern thing though, that men have been bearing the brunt of society from the beginning of civilization. So, you guys, women catching heat is just that's a modern thing. We've only seen that since the dawn of feminism. So, past 50 years, I mean, it no.
And guess what's been going on since the dawn of day? Men fucking other men.
Isha.
I can't. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Isha's views are her views and her views only. I just want to make that statement clear. She almost wrote my man Jay in. Jay, you straight, right?
Yeah, no, I don't agree with what she's saying, but I think it's just a balance.
Just make you don't gotta qualify. Just want to make sure. Just blink twice, my nigga. Just make sure. Goddamn. they gonna think she got something on you, some dirt on you, or some shit. What, Alex?
No, but I don't think it's gay. But also maybe hanging out with his friends is more fun than hanging out with you. And sometimes that's the case. There has to be balance. It's like sometimes hanging out with my girls and it just is what it is. You need a balance of it. Now, if it becomes problematic and you feel like every time you have a free moment, you only want to hang out with them. And I've been in that situation. I've been like, am I boring? Am I not fun? Are they more fun than me? And that's just me being honest and someone who's been with their husband for a really long time. Sometimes I have to be like, yo, are they more fun than me? Why did you go with them instead of me? But then also I have to be fair too. Sometimes going out with my girls is more fun. There's balance in it. And when you are starting to question those things, that's when you have to have that conversation. It could be, are you going out with them a lot of times because you're cheating? Are you going out with them a lot of times because you're trying to avoid me, or because you're having more fun with them? Like, how do we fix this situation? I would never in my mind be like, oh, he's gay. It's healthy for men to have friendships, just like it's healthy for girls to have their friendships also.
Jay, final word on this. Go ahead.
He might not even be with his friend. He might be with another woman. Straight up. I don't use that excuse.
I
might be with another chick.
Yeah.
Straight up.
All right. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. It helps the channel the most. Yeah, Alex. Yeah, I'm sure he having more fun with his friends for sure. You ain't got no rhythm.
Here you go. Okay.
Super chat. Chief, what's good? Chief the Poet with the $5 super chat. I spent
Wow.
I spent every other Sunday with Hamp and Bub for like 5 years. Y'all saying we gay? First off, you didn't put no fucking context around it or nothing, Chief. Like, yo,
Put him him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
We play football every Sunday. That's the difference. Jesus Christ, man. Damn, interesting. Isha, that's some legendary shit, man. You in love. I ain't never seen no shit like that before. Damn. All right, let me ask this question. So, Jay kind of mentioned just 2023 is a totally different ball game. Would you guys agree with that?
I agree.
Because a blanket statement, like, do you feel like things are getting better or worse? Better or worse is the answer to the question. Just one word answer. Bub.
Worse.
Alex.
Worse.
Mr. White.
Worse.
Jay.
Worse.
Sis.
Worse.
Isha.
Worse.
Gunny.
Worse.
Q.
Worse.
Mary.
Worse.
So I wanted to ask this question. I think this might be a little bit more heavy, but I'm interested in it. So, are liberal political views a red flag? Now, I was going to qualify it with gender. I feel like gender might matter a tad bit, but I'm going to leave it like this for now. Are liberal political views a red flag? Gunny, I feel like this your alley right here. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely, they're a red flag. I think it's taking the country down the wrong direction. We live in the greatest country on earth, and people are free to do whatever they want to do, whatever your preference is, whatever you want to do, you're free to do it. But I think that every group has a fringe element in it that just takes it too far. If you're a conservative, the far right wing, they just take it too far with their racist nonsense. If you're a liberal, there's a faction of it that takes it too far. If you're part of the LGBTQ, there's a faction of it that just takes it completely too far. And it's insanity. Just allow people to just do whatever they want. Don't infringe on other people's rights. And I think that, I think we'll be good.
Q, what say you?
Yeah, I believe so. For a lot of the same reasons that Gunny just stated. Yeah, and I think that it's typical American shit, But I also believe the same for conservative. I think anytime you function from an extreme in politics, your views are kind of fucked up. So that's just my opinion. But
so
go ahead.
Are you answering like extremism? So what does an extreme conservative look like?
People who are anti-abortion.
That's extreme?
Yeah, I think that's extreme.
To be pro-life is extreme.
No, I said people who are anti-abortion.
So like abortion no matter what?
Yeah.
So like rape, incest, molestation?
I think that's extreme, yeah.
That's not extreme, but all right.
Gunny, you're extreme. You wouldn't know extreme slapped you in the face. You're extreme.
No, I'm not extreme. I'm not extreme. I lean towards the right, and I admit that. But at the same time, if a woman is raped or molested or whatever the case may be, of course I would be for that woman, making the choice to abort that child. But that's an outlier. That's a small percentage of women who face abortion in this country. So I'm for that because I believe that I just have basic common sense. But when it comes to women making poor choices, no, I'm pro-life, and I don't think that's extreme. I think extreme is regardless, 100%. If it's a child, if it's a woman that's raped or whatever, then that's extreme. That doesn't represent conservative views. It doesn't.
Your conservative views, like you personally?
No, conservative views in general.
You personally?
No, conservative views. And I believe that I represent conservative views in general. We have fringe elements of our conservative movement. We do. We have right-wing extremists, and we have people that believe in the things that you talked about just now. They're extremists.
Let me land though. Let me land. So,
okay.
Do you believe that there's a difference between conservative and Republican and liberal and Democrat?
Yes, I do. There's a difference between two.
That would make conservative the extreme of Republican views, which you sounds like you're talking about Republican views, and liberal views would be the extreme of Democratic views. That's how I understand that. So that's what I'm speaking from. So if I'm wrong for that, forgive me, but that's what I'm speaking from.
Right, but then that's, I mean, we can break the words down. We can say liberal, we can say progressive, we can say all these things, but I think there's a general consensus amongst the American people that, you know, Nazis they don't represent what the majority of conservatives believe. We can say that, you know, people marching in these pride parades, dancing around in underwear, don't represent what the majority of liberals believe. We can generally say that. And that's what I'm saying, that there are fringe elements of every organization in this country. That's all I'm saying. But I don't represent one of those fringe elements.
Right. So that's what I was saying. You personally.
But Q, you said he was extreme. Were you just joking?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
no, I'm joking, but I'm being serious. I really think Gunny's an extreme motherfucker. But yeah.
Try unpack.
Keep his head off.
Let me read it. Try unpack with the $5 super chat. I am sure you have heard it before. Don't cap. Starting to get outdated too. Nah, I never heard that before. I never heard that. Nigga being gay for hanging out with his friends. I never heard that before. So, in terms of staying on the red flag here, anybody else have an opinion on liberal views being a red flag? No.
Nah.
So just straight up, everybody agrees. They can't hear you nodding. They can't.
Yeah,
we agree. We agree.
Okay.
Can you give an example of like a view that
I have a great example.
Go ahead.
Female hip hop. That's a liberal view. That it's acceptable for our women rappers to parade themselves like whores and disrespect black women. That's a liberal view that everyone, it seems, in mass in the black community has accepted.
That's actually, yeah, that's good. But I think Jay Stanza one that's just more straightforward on what Gunny's saying. It's just that women and this Alex, what's the thing that you are a proponent of? Oh, sexual liberation. Like women being able to fuck and do whatever they want to do. I would deem that a liberal view.
Okay.
But why would that be? That's been going on. It's not new.
But it's accepted now. It was looked at much differently some years back. But now women can be whores and stand on it.
If you a man, you like women, why would that be bad?
If I like whoredom, that'd be bad. If I want to be a if I want to be a whoremongerer, that's fine, right? But if you're looking for a wife, that might not be good.
Right, and that's the problem with now. The problem with now is if you're looking for tradition with the marriage, that's the problem. If you just want to be out here in the street, you good. This is the easiest time now to get sex. It's easy. But if you're looking for a wife, tradition, good luck.
The only thing, Jay, that like in terms of pushback, right, is like our community. I don't think we're doing very well. And one of the quickest way to wealth is marriage.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then like the nuclear family, I feel like we need that as a people more than a lot of others. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel like it's snowball. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's over with. That's what I'm saying. This is
something no hope.
It's over with.
Jay, the traditional way of living is over. You think
it's over? But I promise you, by 2030, there will be no more marriage. I promise you.
Jay, you got kids?
No, I don't got no kids.
You want to be married?
No.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
I want to have somebody I could like just be with, but with paperwork, no.
Okay. You cool with her stepping out on you? If y'all are together?
No.
No?
If we together, why I don't want her to step out on me. But if we just kicking it, it's open. It just depends how I want to operate the relationship.
Okay.
But if you're looking for tradition, you might as well you try it, get it as soon as possible because a couple of years it's over with.
7 years is over.
It's over with.
Wow. Are you saying that these younger, hotter women these men be talking about are not marriage material?
No.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that the women nowadays don't even look for marriage. Like I'm 26, so from younger than me to me and even older, they don't even care about it. They not looking for it.
But these is what the men prefer. These younger women, these younger fertile women, to create wealth with.
So what are y'all? What are y'all? And this is a teachable moment. I'm glad that you're on. What are y'all looking for? Like your age demographic. Like as a man, what are you looking for in women?
To smash, because that's what it's always gonna be.
Jay, you don't want nothing to build with?
No, like I said, it's a wrap. I'm telling y'all. You trying to build, women don't want to build nowadays. They want to be at the finish line. And when you build,
man, fuck these women. I'm talking about you personally. What do you want? Fuck these women. What do you want?
I want my own.
What type of household do you want?
I want my own shit. I don't want kids. I don't want marriage. I want my own shit.
Okay. Now we
because I see the game. I see like what's really going on. That's why we have such a shock. That's why there's so many things, content, podcasts, because people is now getting hip to the game. If you listen to people who've been down this road and they tell you what's really going on, I'm not new. I learned this shit already.
Now you're gonna openly express that and say, listen, if you meet a shorty, listen, I don't want no kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to get fucking married. If we're gonna kick it, we just gonna have sex and have a good time. Are you cool with that? That's the game you're gonna drop on shorty.
Straight to her face. And if she don't like it, I'm gonna do what a lot of men don't do. Walk away.
Okay,
I
now
don't argue. I don't do none of that. I'm just gonna walk away.
Okay, now what's the batting average on that though? What's the success rate on that though, Jay?
What year in 2023? Big time.
Okay.
Because women not looking for I'm telling you, if you're looking for tradition, if you want that Martin Gina shit, it's done.
But Jay,
go
ahead, Alex.
Do you not want that, Jay, because you've never seen that yourself?
I've seen
or
it.
No one is listening.
I've seen it. I've seen relationships. I've also seen the bad side of marriage. Like I've seen good ones.
And the reason I asked that is because you're 26, and I've known plenty of people who fuck these bitches. I don't want to get married. I don't want to settle down. And then when you're 30-something years old and everyone around you has settled down, and you're the single person, now you're the old dude at the club, at the party, trying to get with these young girls. And there's nothing wrong with that, because some people just don't want to be married because they don't believe in the institution of marriage. I'm just curious to know, is it because you've had bad experiences and you didn't have the best example in seeing of what a successful relationship looks like?
No, I've had a lot of good experience with women. The bad experience, I see how, like, not trying to offend nobody, I see how women get down behind closed doors in the street. Like I've seen with Thomas, I've seen married women out here with me. What are you doing here with me? You supposed to be at home.
Yeah.
Why are you in the club talking about FREE fuck nigga free? You got a husband. Why you taking my number down? Why you come to my house? Why is your husband calling you and you in my passenger seat? You tell me be quiet.
Yeah,
if it's not going on,
shit like that.
Everybody just knew this shit. It's been going on.
So if you feel like if you did see better character from women, would that change your point of view? Or is it the trauma associated with what you've seen? So, at your age.
Why would I, as a man, lock myself into a contract with paperwork with somebody that operates off feelings and emotions? At any moment, she can get up and your life has changed. We know this. Right, men? Don't we know this? Why am I saying this shit?
We do.
Yeah, we said this. We said this before. We said, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong. Now, I think I've been doing a little bit more learning, but initially, probably like 7 months ago, Jay, we had a conversation, and I said I wouldn't tell my young brothers to get married unless they had like a child or something. I think that was my.
And I agree, but why do a lot of men get married? Why? Because a lot of men be chilling, like they be in a relationship, they got their girl. Why? Because the woman lights a fire under his ass. Say, yo, I don't want to be shacked up with you. I want a marriage.
Yeah.
Like you don't alter your way how you move for her.
Yeah, that's a solid point.
And women know this too. Women know because women talk.
Yeah.
So if I can ask this question, Jay Stanton, what would you like to see, like moving forward? What would you like to see for men who think like you moving forward? Like, do you want it to stay in this? Because based on the original question, you said it's getting worse. Mm-hmm. So would you like it to change and go back to maybe a traditional standpoint, maybe kind of how we're on, or would you like to go in a different direction?
I want to see men get the bag and travel. There's some men out here who never even been out the projects. There's men who don't even know what sand look like. Now they want to get married. There's men who are broke. You want to get married? Why? Are you crazy?
So if he not broke though, so Jay, I think Mary asked a little bit better. So what if the women have better conduct? Do you think that you might be encouraged to be a proponent of getting married?
That's the thing. The good women, the women who not out in the streets, they got standards too.
You talking about for the man?
Right. The women who are good women, there's a lot of good women out here, but they got requirements too. There's women who are in school doing their thing, and I talk to a lot of them, and they say, well, does he have a career? What does he have? They got standards too. They not in the street. A lot of men go into the marriage situation. They don't know what the hell they doing.
But that's a separate component though, right? So just in this hypothetical, if women had better conduct, right? You weren't experiencing the married women giving out their phone number, and the horror culture wasn't raving, and the music was better. You know what I mean? Would you think that you would be like, okay, maybe I could get with one woman?
Right. Yeah. Okay. I think every man had that aspiration one day. Yeah, I'm gonna get married, have a family. But now
it's crazy.
What are y'all seeing? Like, what are you seeing that's making you think, yo, this could work?
So the only thing I say to that, Jay, is when I was 26, I was wilding too. So, and then we felt like I ain't never getting married for what? You know what I'm saying? Adrian was with, well, I ain't gonna put his business out. He's scary and shit, but we was running wild. I mean, what, you know what I mean? So, but then we grew up. My bad. Hey, that shit slipped out. And I feel like it changed a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, hold on. Listen, I live in Atlanta, and I'm telling you straight up, the older women be out here too.
Oh, yeah. For
so
sure.
You think it's the demographic, Jay?
No, there's no age. There's no demographic. I seen old Latinas out here. BBLs running rapid out here. It's real. It's in your face. The older women out here, the older men out here, the younger men. There's older women try to talk to me. Older men talking to younger women. It's a free for all.
Because it's definitely the demographic. He's in Atlanta. He's in the city. He's in the city. It definitely the demographic can definitely play a part in that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I listened to him. I was listening to him yesterday on a podcast. I think it was yesterday. He don't believe in people not having kids. Like he believes all men should have kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we if that's not what you're looking forward to with somebody that you're married to, like where your legacy gonna go?
Yeah.
All right. So let's say you have kids. You have your legacy. When you die, how you gonna know your kids is carrying out your legacy?
You won't.
But
Jay, you can't guarantee that though. You can't.
That's what I'm saying. There's no guarantees. Everybody y'all start watching these Disney movies, that bullshit, that fantasy, that Tyler Perry shit. It's not real. When you die, you ain't taking nothing with you. You don't know what legacy you gonna leave. You gonna die alone. Stop. Everybody think I'm gonna die in a hospital bed.
What it is though,
my family's gonna be here. It's not real.
But men have that urge though. That was my point. That men want to have a legacy, but also the legacy consists of the legacy also consists of what you make of yourself too. To your other point, you know what I mean. What you grow, entrepreneurship. You know what I mean. Your career, all of that is a man's legacy. And I think I was making a point more so with women that family. I think that women will miss that if they don't build that type of legacy. Let me get to a few more of these. 'Cause I don't even know what the fuck we talking about now. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. Did everybody get their shit off with that one?
Yeah.
All right.
Fucking with
Hey,
Jay.
man, please. What'd you say?
Fucking with Jay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, hit all the links in the description if you don't mind. Subscribe to the Apple Podcast, please, and hit that like button. The like should match the viewers for sure. Going to this, I wanted to ask this question. If she listens to hip hop music, is that a red flag? So if she bumping F nigga, what's it called? Fuck nigga free, or get paid, young nigga get paid, or if it's up, then it's up and it's up and it's, you know what I mean? Or I was high as fuck tweaking, all this type of shit. If she wilding, is that a red flag? I could tell by y'all age. I don't even know the last reference song I just made, but I ain't gonna say nothing to y'all. Y'all old as shit. Sis.
Now we gotta.
What, bub? What?
We gotta change that question because you said hip hop, but then just say the ratchet shit. Don't just say hip hop, because if she listens to hip hop,
Right.
like I can fuck with you if you listen to some 90s hip hop with me.
Right, because I could spit a whole couple, Jadakiss songs real quick.
Exactly.
So you saying, bub, if she walk around the corner, I get bucks like Milwaukee, because like saying my Cassell. You gonna be like, yo, what's up,
that's
buddy?
fine with me, baby. That's fine with me.
Fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
That's fine
That
with me.
sounds crazy, bro.
Word, that's fine with me.
So what should the question be, bub?
Yo, throw that word ratchet in there. Word. Throw ratchet in there. Don't nobody want to hear none of this young ratchet fucking shit. Word.
I think more like the Cardi B's, or what is that, Sexy Red? That shit is kind of like red flags, right?
Yeah, get that shit the fuck up out of here.
Brown.
Pound Town.
Yo, I hate that song.
Oh man, let me read these super chats before we jump into this one real quick. Mike Brown with the $5. Can y'all see it? There you go. Managing people his age and younger. They don't want kids, house, anything of the sort. So Mike just said his employees are around Jay's age and they agree with Jay. Mr. Kev, what up though? Mr. Kevin C with the $5 super chat. I encourage marriage. My son is tracking towards marriage. My daughters are available too. If you're producing children, marriage is an ideal format. No Cupcake Zone podcast with a $2 super chat. The son husbands have more influence than men. Break that down a little bit more for me. Sis, if she listen to ratchet hip hop, is that a red flag?
If she listened to it by herself in the car, no.
You mean if she treated it like a guilty pleasure?
Yeah. Turn it down when you get close to the job. Nothing wrong with that.
So if she's saying my pussy pink, my booty hole brown, then everybody she's just be okay with that.
It's a guilty pleasure. I wouldn't dare do it with other people knowing. That's all.
So you say as long as you almost treat ratchet hip hop like how niggas watch porn. Even if nobody in the house, you watch it on one.
In the car, if it comes on, you might be like, oh, okay. I don't turn it off when it comes on. Sometimes I like to hear how ratchet or how nasty they are. So that's all.
Put him in the fucking.
Okay. Bub, go ahead.
Yo, that's a definite red flag for me. I don't want to hear my lady reciting no ratchet shit. That's a definite red flag. Like, you giving me all types of like anxiety. Like, man, is this really what you want? What? This how you feeling? Your booty hole? Your pussy pink? You reciting this shit?
Shit like that. Shit like that.
What?
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Fuck out of here. Beat it.
No, Bub. It should give her ideas and stuff. So the next time you go,
Sis, we already know don't none of that shit relate to the bedroom. Knock it off.
oh, I
Ain't
don't
no
know.
ideas.
I don't know.
You just acting. You just want to act ratchet like them. It ain't none of that shit gonna equate to the bedroom. Trust me, y'all lazy.
Wow.
Yo, damn, Gunny. Nah. Let me get Gunny last. He got 5 minutes. Q.
Yep.
If she listen to ratchet hip hop, is that a red flag?
If that's all that she listened to, but then you got to throw some other stuff in there too, like how she conduct herself, what she wear, the type of food she eat. If she ride around all day listening to that shit and eating ramen, yeah, that's a major red flag. You know, like, and then what she riding around in, like if she got the Nissan Altima, like the early 2000s joint, that's a major red flag.
So, all right. So, what's the chick that Diddy was just rocking with for a second, or she thought he was anyway?
Yeah,
Carisha?
Yeah.
City girl.
Carisha, was that the one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So she listened to this shit, but she ain't riding in nothing. She riding in everything foreign, and she eating top of the line. Did that change it for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think because I think with those types of girls, that's all image. I don't think that they sell the image to get the bag. I think that they're really cool, dope people. I think a lot of them are educated in real life. They not.
Who? Them? You heard them talk before?
Again, if you're selling the image, you've been behind closed doors with them privately.
They talk like a slave, man. Come on. There's no way you telling me Carisha pick up her grandma 100% behind closed doors. You see how Cardi is. That shit don't change. Joe Biden said.
Hey, now, don't go there now. Hold on. But do you see how Cardi is as a mom? Do you see other people raising her kids?
I saw her with Joe Biden.
Do you see other people raising her children?
Yeah, probably.
Or teaching them? Do you see how well
like on her Instagram? What do you say? I don't understand what you're saying.
No, I'm just saying in general, like there's what you sell in that image to get the bag, right? Because like even you, DJ Hampton Stampede is different than Hampton. You get what I'm saying? Let's keep it up.
But I'm still consistently the same person. Like, so for instance, when I'm DJing, I don't listen to the music I DJ. Is that what you mean? Like,
okay, what I'm saying is this: if somebody could get an impression off of you from seeing you as a DJ, is not the same person that you are when you behind closed doors with your family. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty consistent.
We all like to think we're consistent, but continue.
No, these motherfuckers related to me. I'm pretty consistent.
I know your core character. I'm not talking about that. I'm just
trying to be. I don't want to try to break your question down. I hate when people like, well, just I do something different. I understand what you're saying. I just don't know because you're saying they got the bag. I don't think that changes them.
Yeah,
I think if you listen to that shit, you listen to that shit.
I stick to what I said. If she eat ramen and do all type of ratchet shit that go with the ratchet music, including riding that early 2000s Nissan Altima around, yeah, that's a major red flag. That's all.
I think the point is proven though, because I think I saw something with Offset where he said Cardi said she don't cook, she don't clean, but she got the ring, but she actually be cooking and cleaning, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Gunny. This nigga, man.
Put him in a fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
This nigga showing his age. Let him go. Go ahead, Mary.
That represent like me, who say the ish like me, one who lay the deed like me. My neck, my back, my booty hole, and my crack. Let's not act like this is the new phenomenon with these new rappers. I agree with Sis. No, there's nothing wrong with it. We were listening to the same ratchet hip hop back in the day, and we turned out fine. So no, it's not a red flag. And it's not a new phenomenon. This is not a new thing. Lil Kim and everybody else have been doing the exact same thing that they're doing right now. We laid the groundwork for it.
This the Bristol.
But hold on, Gunny. You the one that brought this shit up, though.
I did, but I gotta keep it real, though. I know that's an old term too. Keep it real.
You brought it up though, Gunny.
He likes the ratchet shit on the low.
But he just want to listen. He like that shit. That's what it is.
It's not a red. It's not a red flag. It all depends on the environment and everything. Women go out, they have a good time. I go out to the club, have a good time with my lady. We sing these songs or whatever. But if it's a constant thing, of course it's a red flag. But there's nothing wrong with singing those songs. It's all entertainment.
Oh, so you say you be singing them too?
Your wife ain't singing them damn.
I just sung the song for you. All y'all know the lyrics. Stop fronting. My neck, my crack, my booty hole, and whatever.
Do you sing Pound Town?
You know the song.
Put him in the fucking bed. Get him out of here. Come on.
I'm out of town, chilling with my round. All y'all know the song. Stop playing.
Yo, Gunny wildin'.
I barely know the lyrics. You know more than me.
Damn. So okay, so who thinks it is a red flag then?
I feel like I'm aligned more with what Q said, where it depends on how the rest of you, how you carrying it out.
Okay. So everybody think this is cool. You're saying it has to be tasteful in the right the right, what Gunny say, the right circumstance or environment.
I also think it's a red flag if she thinks she's one of those artists. Like there's women out there like, yeah, my name is Carisha, and really think that they're Carisha, and they're gonna show you how to pimp a nigga. You know what I'm saying? It depends on if she's taking these lyrics to heart.
Right.
Oh yeah, Isha, you was a Barbie in college. Stop.
No, I never liked Nicki Minaj. I never liked Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, no, I think she could like a little bit after like she got popping when we got out of school a little bit.
Yeah.
So, Bub, you said,
yeah, that's a red flag for me. Him, I ain't switching up on that. That's a definite red flag for me. Fuck
so
that.
If she singing all that and all does it make her less attractive?
Hell yeah, I don't want to hear that shit, man. my lady is 90s hip hop down to the core. Word.
But now, like what though? Like Big Mama thing?
Nah, my wife wants some Biggie shit.
Do you remember Big Mama thing though?
Of course.
So not like that.
And don't get me wrong, when that shit dropped, I ain't really have a problem with it, but I wasn't really checking for it like that though. I wasn't fucking with Lil' Kim like that. I wasn't fucking with Lil' Kim like that. I was fucking with Foxy. Foxy was way more lyrical when she wasn't on that sexy shit like that. Word.
She was.
Not like Lil' Kim.
Foxy told you don't
way
get
more lyrical than Lil' Kim.
Move you, girl. Don't. Foxy talked that nasty shit. She told
Foxy was way more lyrical than Kim though. She was way more lyrical than
because Hov was writing that shit.
Some of it. Some of it.
Yeah, the shit that was lyrical.
Nah, I ain't gonna do Foxy like that. Foxy wrote a lot of that shit. Word.
What'd you say, Alex?
I said, is it just not your taste in music? Like, are you the person like I only like 90s hip hop and that's it? I don't want to hear none of this new shit.
Nah. I'm not gonna put myself out there like that, Alex. I like some of this new shit, but I just can't do that ratchet shit, man. I'm sorry. I can't do that ratchet. I can't do that drill shit. All that shit whack to me. I'm just keeping it up.
Because when I think about like 90s, I saw somebody say something. They were like, the 90s rappers used to talk about being the drug dealers, and now the kids today, they're talking about actually taking the drugs. So which is worse? What's the difference? If you listening to 90s hip hop and you mentioning Biggie and the 10 Crack Commandments and things like that, I mean, we gonna talk about drugs, talking about you popping your pussy. Like what?
To me, it's an even kill because they're both detrimental to our society. But as far as the sound of the way it we're presenting it, that the 90s had it on smash.
It never been cool to be a drug addict until now. I feel
like come on.
That nigga said, Papa Molly, I'm sweating. And I'm like, this nigga's wilding. Jay stands a final thought on this one.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. I mean, it's just music at the end of the day. It's entertainment. So it just depends how she act. But I mean, in the right place, right time, right setting, it's nothing.
Interesting. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. All right, so sometimes we hit this up here in terms of like we'll start arguing about different scriptures and verses and beliefs. The Quran was brought in, I think, last week in terms of how to treat a woman and get women in order. So I wanted to ask this question because I think we got a lot of different viewpoints on the panel. And I'm not calling necessarily their belief system a red flag, but is a person of a different belief system a red flag? So if you meet somebody, you go out on a date, and they like, yo, let's say you Christian, they say, oh, I'm Muslim. Does a red flag pop up in your head? Mr. White, what you think?
Yeah, absolutely. And even if somebody say they the same religion as you nowadays, it's a red flag because they don't even be it. They just claim it, right? Especially Christians. Oh, I'm a Christian. That might be a red flag because most Christians don't read their Bibles, don't know what it say at all. All that literally means is they go to church on Sundays. That's all it means. So no matter what they say, it's a red flag. You need to stop. You need to pause. You need to watch how they're moving. Right. But if they are whatever they say they are, if it is different, you're going to be divided because it's just one of those things that is too serious. It's too big of, a deal when you think about somebody's belief system or, their religion that literally is supposed to guide how they move their life. And so if you're not on that same accord, you don't need to be together because the house won't stand.
Okay. Bub, what you think?
I'm gonna say no for me. I'm different though. It's not a red flag for me because you're gonna have to get on the same type of time I'm on anyways, or we just not gonna talk or be together. Cause I don't fuck with religion anyway. So we either both not gonna be religious, or you gonna be religious and you gonna go to church on Sundays, and I'm gonna be at home chilling, watching football, drinking beers. So it's just you gonna have to get where I'm at, or it is what it is. I ain't fucking with you.
So it's not a red flag because it doesn't bother you.
Nah, not at all. No, your beliefs are your beliefs, and mine's are mine. So if you got a problem that I'm not rocking with your religion, that's on you. You don't got to be with me then. It's just that simple. So it's not a red flag for me. If you already know what type of time I'm on and you still fucking with me, okay, good. We gonna chill. We gonna have a good time. So it's not a red flag for me.
So in a hypothetical, would you ever participate in anything?
Nah, no woman will ever have that much influence over me where she could change my mind about religion or anything like that. Politics.
No, not change your mind, but let's just say, hey babe, can you come to such and such a ceremony or they got a holiday? Can you come?
That's out. No. Because if I show up, the energy gonna be off. And that's just gonna fuck up your day. And everybody around us gonna feel like, yo, this motherfucker's a crab. Fucking doing here. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to fuck up the event.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be me the whole time. 4 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours we did. So
yeah. So Jay, you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, it don't really bother me what her religion is. I got my own beliefs, so it's not gonna mess up what my goal is. My only problem is, let's say like we having a wedding or you having a wedding. So I'm not getting married, but let's say you have a wedding and you Christian and you do that other shit. Like you go and she Buddhist and you have a problem with God because I'm a believer. I don't want to cross God. I don't want no problem up with the man upstairs. I don't want no issue. So I'm not doing no ceremony that go against what I'm doing. So that's it.
Okay, but you would date a Buddhist?
Yeah, if I'm just trying to kick it, but like if you want to get married, nah, it ain't gonna work.
Well, nah. So take it to like you said, you got your own thing. So you want it, and this sooner or later you're gonna get that girl where you're gonna be on some Huggy Bear shit with her. You're gonna take her personal, right? And you're gonna expect her to be loyal. Can she be a Buddhist?
She can. I'm not converting to Buddhism.
Okay, but she could.
I'm not with me and God. I'm not. I already do. I'm not crossing God for no woman, for nobody. Like, I got my own beliefs. So if she want to come to where I'm at, she can come where I'm at. But I'm not going over there.
But you fine with her being over there?
Yeah, she can go over there. Come back later. Come back home later. I'm not going over there. I'll meet you ready.
All right. Anybody think it is a red flag?
I think it's a red flag, especially if he says he's an Israelite. Like, that's a big. It's a red flag.
God damn.
Yeah, definitely a red flag. Religion a red flag to me in general. So it is a red flag if you're in the same household and you can't align. Like, I feel like it messes up, the spirit in the house in general. Like, it's just always gonna be something. It's always gonna be a problem somewhere because, like y'all said, y'all go do your wife got this one event and she not showing up with her husband. And it's like, damn, wait, everybody like, where your husband at? Where your husband at? And it's like, you got, you either got to be like, make some shit up or be like, he not into this, so he ain't coming. Like, I'm going to come home and curse you the fuck out because now I'm embarrassed. Like, because you couldn't just act accordingly at a goddamn event for a couple hours. That's a problem to me. You know what I'm saying? So all that, you do you and I'm going to do me, that's not about to happen.
Damn. Wait, Isha, what's wrong with the Israelites?
It's just a red flag for me. They just take themselves too personal these days, and they are, to me, Hampton. They think they know everything, and they're not willing to learn. So, yeah, it's a big red flag for me to date an Israelite.
Oh, I see. So when people are too learned and too studied, that's a red flag.
No, I didn't say that. I said when they can't learn. And I think a lot of times Israelites think that they know all the facts and they don't listen. They don't learn. They don't have the open mind to learn anything else.
But Christians,
nothing personal against you, Ham. Nothing personal.
I ain't saying nothing about nothing. I'm just asking questions. So what do the Christians do then? Because they don't really study much of anything. Is that more comfortable that people can just kind of talk to Christians and say what they want to tell them?
That's not true, because if even when you say something to me as a Christian, I go back and I look it up for myself. I mean, that's what the Bible says, to study to show thyself approved. So I'm never taking what somebody tells me as being what's right until I look at and research it myself.
So do you think it's just a rigid nature of like some of the beliefs, really? So like if it was less rigid, you would be with it?
No, I don't think so. I think because Muslims are not that, they're rigid as well, right? Yeah. But I like the fact that Muslims have a standard of living, and they don't really depart from it. So their standard, they stick to their standard. A true Muslim.
What is their standard?
I mean, as far as like how they treat women, I know some of them can have multiple wives, right? But they won't take on another wife unless they can provide for them and treat them right. And I know, like, even some Muslims, if you're abusive to your woman, you can get kicked out of their standards are really high.
What the hell are you talking about?
If you're abusive, you can get kicked out of your mind.
I told you. That's why you could tell Christians anything.
No, well, I've spoken to a Muslim and he said that.
Because you trying to get Jay, see? He didn't do it. He didn't do what Jay said do. He wasn't being honest with you. He was trying to get some pussy.
A couple of people.
The Muslims don't play none of that shit. They don't play. You can't, man. Are you shitting me?
It depends.
He'll slap the shit out you if he needs to, because his Quran say he can. What? Yeah, he got some cheeks, didn't he? Tell the truth. He got some cheeks, didn't he? Tell the truth.
No.
Keep it real.
I'm keeping it real.
All right. I don't know, man. Put Isha in the back, man.
I never lie.
You lying?
I never lie. Now.
Alex.
I do think someone being of a different belief system is a red flag, but I think that's because of the stereotypes that I associate with certain religions. And I think that just comes from my lack of knowledge. When someone tells me they're Muslim, I like to ask, like, okay, were you always Muslim, or did you have a situation where you were locked up and now all of a sudden you found and now I'm religious and all this other stuff. Like, I'm looking at you like there's a red flag for me for that. When there's stereotypes associated with every type of religion. For me, as long as you believe in some higher power, I'm okay with that. Or even with atheists, like, I'm not here to argue with you or debate about it. As long as we can have common ground where you respect what I have going on, that's fine. But I would be lying if I said that I didn't have. It's a red flag for me because I'm thinking of all the stereotypes. When a black person just automatically tells me, who I know didn't grow up being Muslim, and you told me that, oh, I'm Muslim, I'm found this, I'm thinking, like, how long was you locked up? What all of a sudden happened in your life? Like, that is a stereotype that I'm associating it with. Or sometimes to the extreme points of when I think of people who did grow up being Muslim, I think, and this could just be me of not knowing a lot about it, maybe you hit your woman. Maybe that's normal for you. Or when I think of like Catholics, I think of them being extremists. Like, we do everything by the Bible and we believe in all these demons, and not saying that they're not real, but we do all of these exorcism. Like, that's what I think about when I think of particular religion. So that's where the red flag comes for me. Not saying that we can't get along, but I'm definitely going to think it in my mind.
So you just take all your stuff from movies, huh?
No.
That's basically what you just named. The Exorcist of Emily Rose, Malcolm X. You just named movies.
No. It's not even, things are depicted, yes, in movies, but that's also from my experience with people. Like, I'm going to ask you, so like, did you grow up Muslim? How did that happen? And I'm always curious to know how people came about that, especially if I've known you growing up. Well, how did you convert to that? Were you
but
someone
you assume they went to prison?
That is a stereotype. It's not wrong.
Wow.
So you know, Islam is the fastest growing religion.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to be just from, but you also know your man Jesus, all he hung out with was thugs, and one of his main man was named Simon the Zealot, right? So don't shit on the niggas that went to prison. Matter of fact, hold it.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come
on. Go, sis.
Be clear, I'm not shitting on them.
I'm sick of her shit. I'm sick of her shit, sis.
That's like if I were to see a Catholic priest or something like that, and the stereotypes that go along with them and touching little boys that people have. That may be like, oh, like, are you into that type of stuff if I'm meeting you? Not saying that it's right, but those are the type of things that go off of my mind. And that could be from my lack of knowledge about something, but that's just what comes to my mind.
Hey, yo, here, you said she got it off from movies?
Yeah, that's all she doing, naming movies.
It's the truth, though.
And then you see a backpedal. I think, hey, the Cowboys still looking for a cornerback? Somebody call Alex, man.
Here you go. Here you go.
Damn, man. Any other thoughts on this? Gunny, did you go? Q, did you go? Mary got in a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I agree with what Bub was saying and what Jay was saying. Yeah, I don't think it's a red flag at all. I think if you know who you are and you believe in what you believe in, it don't matter what somebody else got going on. Just keep that shit separate and don't try to force something onto somebody, and respectfully, that won't be your beliefs won't be forced onto them.
You don't think that causes issues when raising kids though?
Because it's going to be the same concept.
But those are y'all kids, so who decides? Like,
right. So
father.
But
yeah,
no,
your father.
Yeah,
no. But it's my
father.
Bub, it's my thought though. How you?
My fault. Q. My fault.
Okay.
I want to get on it too. Go ahead. Hurry up.
No, I don't think so. Here's the thing, right? If you raise your kid, let's say your core belief is to believe in something higher than yourself, right? So that ain't got shit to do with religion. Somebody's Muslim, Christian, they're whatever, but they believe that there's something higher than themselves. And you raise your kids with that concept, but you also raise them to go with what resonates with them. Your kids could grow up and be Muslim, but the parents wasn't Muslim. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that there has to be that brainwashing. I think that's the reason why there are a lot of people out here fucked up in religion, is because they grew up in religion.
But I'm saying, just like, not even specific to the religion, but specific to the belief, like what you believe in and how somebody should be raised. Not even religion specific, but I know each religion has their own way that they think, okay, this person should probably go to Sunday school, or this person, you know, you don't have to go to Sunday school, or you know what I'm saying? So it's just like that naturally is something that would come up in the religious conversation. You know what I mean? When you're not aligned with your partner into how you want to raise your kids, it's just kind of, I feel like it kind of messes up the system a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it will cause some tension.
But you're talking about dogma, right? Versus like you're saying, in my house, we all believe that there's something greater than us and that we have a purpose in this world. That's if that's that, everything else take care of itself. If them kids are knowing that they have to be in tune with who they are, if you're bringing your kids to a point of identity and teaching them certain core values, that the religious part of that is going to be whatever it's going to be for them. They could grow up and be atheists, but if they have an understanding as to why they believe that, I'm not going to come behind them and be like, no, you need to believe this.
But I'm saying these religious people that are really hard on their religion, that's not how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Like those people that are in their religion, like this is what it is. For instance, Jehovah's Witnesses versus whoever, like they don't celebrate certain holidays. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's other cultures that don't celebrate certain holidays, but it's like, damn, like I want my kids to have a Christmas, but you telling me I can't get them gifts, you know, on Christmas. And it's kind of like, so, you know, it's things like that. People that are hard on their religion. Like, I feel like you're speaking more towards the people that are more accommodating, but I've seen people that are like super fucking hard in their religion.
Well, that kind of takes care of itself. You're talking about just the conflict in itself. So what Bub was saying and what Jay was saying, what I feel like I'm saying doesn't apply to that. Because then at that point, it's not stay over there with whatever you believe and I'll be over here with what I believe. That's everybody going to do what I say do, which is something completely different.
Tatum with the $2 super chat. Bub is killing it tonight.
Killing it. Tatum 32, holla, baby. Let's get it.
No doubt. Yeah, I think it rears head in relationships overwhelmingly, man. Like, for instance, in my house, nobody eats pork. Like, so like you couldn't be one side or the other side. That ain't gonna work. Like it's just not gonna happen. Also, like Mary said, the holidays, like we don't do certain holidays, but there's plenty of holidays we do based on the belief system. So I just feel like there's a lot of conflict. Now, like with Bub and Jay, I don't know. I feel like Jay and Bub are a little different because Bub don't fuck with it at all. So it ain't gonna bother him one way or the other. But like with Jay, I'm not saying he gonna be bothered, but he gonna say, "Hey, keep that Buddhist shit over here, cause you ain't gonna fuck me up with the Most High. That's on you." So that might be a little bit of a like, you know, not friction, but just like, hey, you know what I mean? But Bub's like, go ahead, go, just leave me alone with the shit. So it's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying?
But if
so
we're
like
talking about kids, and Bubba said the kid's gonna believe whatever he believes, so now that's creating a conflict.
Yeah, but even if he was religious and if they're different religions, that's gonna create a conflict.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it would be a red flag.
Right, but he didn't stand on that originally. He said it wouldn't be a red flag. So at that point, now it is a red flag.
So let's ask him. That's a good point, Q. So let's ask him. So, Bub, so you don't fuck with religion, but in the hypothetical, your wife does. She want the kids to go to the mosque and all that, and they need to do Ramadan and everything. That's okay?
Sounds good. Nope. I'm the head of the household. That's how. No.
Wow.
Damn. So they can't be religious at all.
Nope. That's all the way out. No.
Damn. So is it a red flag then if you want to have kids with this lady?
Like I said, it's not a red flag with me. In the beginning, you either rock with me or you don't. It's a red flag for you. If you still fucking with me, okay, we cool. We on the same even kill. If not, beat it. That's it. I'm sorry.
You need to make the choice.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Yeah, that was a good thing to bring up, Mary and Kudo, because the kids make a big difference.
They my kids. They came out of me. They mine.
Yeah. No, real shit. Real shit. They was like, what? Yeah. No, you're right. Bub has been killing it. I don't know if I ever used that phrase before, but it sounds decent. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. I gotta get one of the red flags that Alex sent me. All the better ones that I used so far are I made those up. This one is from Alex. So if it's not good, it's Alex. Al, you nervous now? You don't know what you sent, huh?
You know what? I was just telling you a bunch of stuff.
I just wanted to ask this one because we kind of touched it a little bit. Not really, but this one that you sent, I just wanted to ask the question. Isha, is him having been in trouble with the law a red flag?
Did I?
I'm gonna say it depends.
That's not an answer.
We know your answer is no.
But it depends if it's gonna.
No, he didn't do no rape or molestation, nothing like that.
Okay, but it still depends on his ability to get a job.
So if he has a felony, it's a red flag.
That's not okay. So I know somebody who did like 17 years for murder, but he has a great job, a house.
Wow.
And, so in that case, no.
But he would be an outlier.
Like I said, it depends on his ability to get a job. Now, if he's one of those people like, oh, my criminal record is keeping me from doing things, and he just doesn't have no motivation, then yes, absolutely.
But do you know how many opportunities you don't get based on your record? Simply,
like I said, it depends. It depends on his ability to get a job.
But you're saying job though, East. You're saying job.
Even a career. So even if you have a criminal background, but you make your own career and you're able to take care of a family, then no, it's not a red flag. But if you're continuously getting in trouble with the law and you're not learning from your past mistakes and you can't take care of a family, hell yeah, it's a red flag.
Okay. So he has a felony. I mean, the residuals from a felony, if you just go through the different laws in different states, it has like almost 50,000 residual effects for having a felony charge on your record, things you can and cannot do. So with that being said, right, in a vacuum, not if the nigga's an entrepreneur, because that's basically what you're saying he need to be. Because when you're using the word job, I'm thinking now he has to apply for somebody else's background check and this, that, and the third. And he's going to have a more difficult time. So is it a red flag?
I'm going to say, again, no. Only if it...
No, that's like saying sometimes.
No, so I'm going to say no. Him.
Don't get mad at me. You don't want to keep hopscotching?
I'm going to say no. Him.
Damn, man. Okay. Jay. Oh shit. Well, again, let me ask one of the fellas, Jay. So if you had a bad background, you had a criminal background, do you think ladies would consider it a red flag for you?
In terms of like attraction, probably not. But in terms of like long-term financial, probably. Especially if you have a felony, because it's gonna mess your money up.
Yeah. So you think she's just gonna use you for cheeks?
Yeah, like smashing.
Yeah. Damn. But other than that, you don't think she's gonna try to keep you for long-term business?
She gonna try, but she's gonna be pissed off when I can't get no job because I got a record.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I gotta go back to what I was doing to get the money. I got locked up the first time.
So it's just like a merry-go-round.
Right.
Yeah. But you're saying so she would want to, but she know that her long-term, her future it wouldn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, so she gonna try to work with you, but she's gonna see that it's not gonna go nowhere because you got that felony or whatever. Like I know from experience, like my stepfather had a felony and he couldn't get no money, so all his shit was under the table. So my mom was struggling. So I know this for a fact. So and if she got sick of that shit eventually, I mean,
no, that's real. Go ahead, Mary.
It is definitely a red flag.
Mm.
It doesn't boil down to just not being able to get a job. Nigga, we can't go out the country. You can't get a passport because you a felon. I am not married anybody that's a convicted felon. Absolutely not. I would never. Like it's so many things down the line that just it's a trickle effect. And it's like we're in 2023. Like somebody, my kid could be in school and somebody just Google some shit and be like, oh, like I seen your dad and he done did this and that, you know what I'm saying? And then that's trauma for your child. You know what I'm saying? It's so many things connected to making these, you know, mistakes / choices that people make to become these felons. But Hamp, I actually would like you to ask the men about women, not themselves, because I'm curious about that.
Like if a woman had a record?
Yeah. Like if that makes a difference.
So for me, generally speaking, I'm not dependent on a woman for provision. So it don't affect me in the same way. Like I don't, right? I plan to do it by myself anyway, like in terms of financially. So I think it's a little bit more simple for us in that way.
Right.
Okay. You know what I mean? But I'm not answering for the fellas, but I feel like we probably on the same page with that shit. Sis. So, Mary, you said if he had a felony, now would you relegate him to just cheeks?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just, all right.
And then slip up and get pregnant by a felon. It's the same thing.
And now she walking around with
yeah, like okay, your baby daddy a felon.
Wait, you think I don't control having a child? I control who I have a child by. So if I don't want a child by a felon, I won't have a child by a felon. I can still give him all the cheeks that I want to without having a child by him, whether it be abortion, whether it be birth control, listen, I got options.
Downtown Mary.
Ain't no felon getting these kids.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
And Alex is just like these rappers, man. You tell women to go out here and do all types of wild shit. Meanwhile, you ain't doing nothing wild, nothing bad. You married, you got a full-time job with benefits, you got straight teeth. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit.
When I answer these questions, I think of younger Alex and I think of Alex now.
Everybody, do not listen to Alex, man. All right? Fuck out of here.
Alex,
put him in the fucking bedroom.
Time to get here. It took us time. It took us time to get here.
Bro,
Alex.
Evolution. Younger me, it wouldn't have been a red flag. I might have liked that, to be perfectly honest with you. But me at my big age, being that I am older, I do have long-term goals and aspiration. Yes, it is a red flag because I am thinking, is it going to hinder you from making money? Is this going to be a long-acting thing? Also, what did you get locked up for? What was the issue with that? What exactly happened? Am I going to believe you? Are you a repeat offender? All of those things come into place. But younger me, and I'm sure other people, you might have liked that. Maybe they're like, yo, you just got home. What's up? What's going on? I'm okay with that. I can change you. That may or may not have been my mindset at that time. Is that my mindset now? Absolutely not.
Gotcha. Sis, what you think?
Like Alex said, maybe a little younger, I guess Pookie would, you might consider Pookie. I think after 60 for women, we might as well take pretty much anything. Pretty much. Not any, huh?
You said 60.
Yeah, like 60. And if there's a man fresh out, why not? What else you got? What you got to lose at that point?
I guess you got a point. If you 60,
at the moment,
right?
Though, I wouldn't prefer that. No, that wouldn't be preferred.
Now, sis, are you of the ilk of like the point of it being a felony or just criminal background?
It's not. I mean, if you can avoid it, I'd avoid it. It don't matter. Criminal background, no need.
Okay, so if they had trouble with the law, that's just a red flag for you.
Yeah, right now.
Will with the $5 super chat. My dad did convert to Islam in prison. Alex may be on to something.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Alex ain't on this shit, Will. Gunny, you unmuted. What you about to say?
No, I was saying that you said something about 30 minutes ago. You said too learned or too studied. I think that all the examples that you provided, you can apply that mindset to all the examples. Too learned or too studied. So if you're going into a relationship and that person is like me and Q we were talking about liberals, you guys are talking about the Israelite thing. If they're ingratiated in that mindset, then yeah, it's a red flag. But if they're like casual with it or whatever, and they say, hey, I just listen to the Ratchet music every now and again, or I just, instead of being locked up 10 times, I've been locked up 1 time, I made a mistake, then it's not really a red flag. So it's all based on the situation.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it is different. I think with the music, if it's casual, that's one thing, right? But if you live and breathe and you calling yourself a Barbie like they used to and all that, I think that's a red flag. I think it's opposite with your beliefs. I think casual beliefs are a red flag. I think if you're gonna predicate your life on something and you're gonna believe in the Most High or a higher power, and then it tells you do X, Y, Z or else, then I think you need to dive into it. I don't think you should treat it as like a secondary thing for you. Because Pascal's wager is what you believe just in case it's true, so that you can get to the promised land. So he said it made more sense to believe than not to believe, because if you don't believe, and let's say you believe and then you just turn to dust, there's no risk. But if you
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I think that it's a complex question, though. If you believe that, let's use the Israelite thing, right? So if you believe that a man that is focused on his beliefs and he's really into the Israelite thing, if you believe that that's a virtuous value in a man, then you're going to appreciate that. But then the opposite is, if you don't really think it's that serious, then it's not really going to be that big of a deal. It's a complex question based on the type of person that you are and what you're looking for. Because there's certain values in a man or woman that you want and you don't want based on everybody.
But I think women want a disciplined man, a driven man, a man that has principle, right? A man that studies to show himself proven, right? That will stand on things because he believes it's righteous. But when you talk about the Israelites, then it's like, oh, but it's too much of that, which seems very contradictory to me.
But life in itself, when it comes to discipline, it's not a monolith. So there are different facets of life. One facet might be religion, one facet might be discipline, one facet might be how you take care of your family. It's different facets to life, and every person comes into a relationship looking for those different aspects of what they find to be acceptable or not.
Are you saying no? But so you're saying discipline is fluid or subjective?
It is based on what you find acceptable for what you want to be disciplined in. Because some people are not disciplined when it comes to their diet, but they are disciplined when it comes to their religion. They're disciplined when it comes to their wife, but they're not disciplined when it comes to drinking alcohol or smoking weed. That's how life is. You're not consistent when it comes to discipline in every aspect of your life. You pick and choose what you want to be disciplined in. That's reality for everybody here on the panel. Everybody.
I don't know.
Because we all have vices.
I don't know. I gotta ponder on it. I feel like I don't agree, but it makes sense though, what you're saying.
Okay.
So they want to answer that. What if the female had a record? That was asked in the chat. So Jay, female had a record. How you feel about that?
I agree with what you said. I'm not even dependent on her to take care of me or none of that. So I'm trying to get on my own. So it's really not affecting what I got going on. I'm still gonna rock with her if I love her or whatever. But I'm not dependent on her. So I agree with you.
Yeah. Word. Mr. White.
Yeah, it's a red flag if somebody got a record, y'all. But I don't got one, and I'm a whole red flag too. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't judging. I don't think just because people have red flags, it means that you can't build with them or be with them. But it is important that you identify them in the person and see if it's something that you can deal with and be willing to work with them through whatever their red flag is. if that makes sense. So, but yeah, it's definitely a red flag for all of the things that you guys named, right? Is it recidivism? Is it something where they're constantly going back and forth? The difficulty of them getting a job. Are they even open to starting, their own business? So you can know those things, but there can be a lot of other things that come with the fact that they were, locked up or incarcerated. Maybe they are more disciplined now, right? They come out more educated, sometimes more learned. Sometimes they come out, super determined to where, okay, I'm never going back there again, right? So it's so many different things that can come from it, but there still are a lot of consequences that come with it. And so if you're not ready to deal with those consequences, or if you're not even knowledgeable about what's going to come with that, just stay away from it.
Yeah, let me say something on this.
Go ahead. Oh, my bad. I thought you went already.
No, maybe I did. Fuck it, I'm gonna go again. I think that it's not a red flag. And the reason I say that is because I think everybody doesn't have run-ins with the law. And it's just me answering the question in general, because obviously there's those outlier situations. But even with that being said, a lot of ex-jail niggas is winning from where I'm sitting. A lot of them is running businesses and really doing their thing. So yeah, and it's not, I don't think it's a red flag.
Q, 70% of the population never had a run-in with the law.
Okay.
But I'm saying, like, that's not, I know that's something that it feels like everybody has, police contact interaction, but most people actually don't.
I think that's bullshit. But yeah, that's your stats. Go ahead.
No, I'm serious.
No, I'm dead serious too.
I think most people don't have interactions with the law, like run-ins with the law, like we think. Okay. And again, that's us thinking that we are stereotyped into being the same people that's committing all the crimes. No. When the majority of black people don't even live in these cities that are crime-ridden. All right. I just don't like to play into those stereotypes.
Black thing.
Yeah, I'm like, I ain't talking about no people from the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia.
Okay, so then in that case, yeah, I would say that most of us, I still stand on that, hand. But you got your stats and your shit that you believe from the people that created. So go ahead.
No, I mean, where'd you get your information from?
Nigga, look outside. Okay,
everybody. Exactly. Look outside. So where'd you get your info?
Everybody on the panel, y'all had anything having to do with police ever? Show of hands.
You talking about getting pulled over?
I'm answering the question here.
Are you saying getting pulled over by the police?
You didn't specify it to say just felonies.
Well, what I'm saying is we having a conversation, right? Yeah, so let's continue the conversation.
You got your answers.
You're saying criminal record, hemp. So you can get pulled over, get a ticket, but you don't have a record. So are you saying Q? Are you saying running with the police? Or are you saying a record that will follow you?
I'm saying what the question that's scrolling saying.
Trouble with the law.
Yeah.
I'm talking about trouble. So my apologies. So like you've been arrested, charged with something, maybe not convicted. Like I ain't talking about you niggas, you know what I'm saying, loitering or some shit. Or like a speeding ticket.
Mm-hmm.
So Alex, you caught a case before?
Nope.
I mean, we catching cases. Isha, you caught a case before?
I got in trouble in my teenage years.
Isha look like she got in trouble, boy. Whoo!
Mary, you caught a case before, Mary?
In my younger year.
Q, you caught a case before?
I wouldn't say I caught a case, but I had the whole police write up and shit like that.
What are you talking about then, nigga? You part of 70%?
So you're not making a point, my nigga. You
put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Fuck that. You make these questions, you let them scroll, and then you want motherfuckers to ask a question that you're not actually answering.
No, you started talking. I just said something back based on what you said.
Yeah, but so that
and see, you don't be listening. I didn't make this question. Alex did. So hold it.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
So you allowed Alex's question to land, so I'm answering it. Okay.
But you acting like everybody had wild trouble with the Jakes. So Gunny, you caught a case before?
Yes, I have.
How many we got cases? Sis? Jay?
Yeah, but nothing crazy. Just some petty shit, like dumbass shit. No felony shit.
Oh, Mr. White?
Yeah, nothing you can really count. Like, you can't count it. Like fighting and like hazing. When we was kind of like hazing, I was a legend now because they came and got me at that Delta probate. So they came and got me in front of the school. So I turned into a legend. But yeah, nothing crazy.
I ain't gonna ask Bob. Bob, you caught a case?
Bruh.
Okay, so yeah, anecdotally, I guess Q is right. Kevin C with the $2 super chat. Pascal's wager and Occam's razor. Big up, DJ Ham, no doubt. Any more thoughts on this one?
Nah.
Good. Interesting, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. So I want to open it up real quick before we get out of here. Is there any red flag that y'all wanted to visit for that we needed to discuss that me and Alex didn't uncover? And we uncovered so many on part 1. We had to dig a little deeper this time. Any other ones that y'all want to ask?
I got a red flag.
How many? Anybody else aside from Bub too? Yeah, good. All right, go ahead, Bub.
No, I got one after Bub.
All right. Question for the panel. This phone shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a red flag if you can't leave your phone around your significant other in your own house?
Great question. Great question.
Say it one more time, Bub.
Is it a red flag if you can't leave your phone around your significant other in your own house?
All right, hold on. Let me hit these super chats, and that's a hell of a question, Bub.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
All right, Real Bravado Network. Is it scrolling? There you go. Real Bravado Network with the $10 super chat. Thank you, bro. Remember, when the red flags for men are green flags for women. Q just made your point. Trouble with the law isn't a red flag. Like when her facts come from her feelings. Real Bravado Network, the $2 super chat. Hamp, I spelled your name wrong. Sorry, bro. It's all good. And then we went and asked this question. Have any of them been arrested? Y'all been arrested before?
The ladies?
Ish, you been arrested?
I used to work at Bradley's and I gave my friend a discount and I got arrested. But I used my youthful offenders.
Wow.
You had to use your youthful offenders?
I did. I never was in trouble after that.
No.
For a discount?
Remember we had the youth center in Middletown and I had to do like community service hours at the youth center.
Damn. So who got knocked? Bub, you got knocked? I've been knocked before.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
Hey, did you ever get arrested?
Shit like that.
Yeah, I got arrested for it.
Is it like they put you in a car and all that?
Yeah, I was in the cell, like, yo, like, nigga, how you in college and you locked up, nigga? Like, what's wrong with you? I had a little heart to heart with myself, yo. I was disappointed.
Damn. Okay. I don't think sis got arrested. Mary, they locked your ass up? Hell yeah, they locked you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Being locked up sucks. Gary S with the $10 super chat. And he also became Gary been a member, matter of fact. Do they even know what catching a case is? I don't think they do. I think we kind of uncovered it. Gary, what up, though, man? I'm glad you're back. You was here all night yesterday, too. You made it longer than Isha yesterday. So, Bub, if you in a relationship, you said, Bub?
Not per se in a relationship. Like, yeah. Let's just, is it a problem if you can't leave your phone anywhere you want in your own house? Girlfriend, if you guys are a couple, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, vice versa, whatever. Is that a problem? Is that a red flag?
What about husband, wife?
Yeah.
Can I say this real quick? Is husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend different though? Is that different levels?
Yeah, but he just putting it all. Like,
yeah. I'm just clumping it all in one. However you guys want to put it, because a young lady and a man, they could be together for fucking, I don't know, 7-8 years. They could still be calling each other, boyfriend and girlfriend, fiance, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
But they take each other personal is the point.
Exactly. So
Bub,
if you hop in the shower, can you leave your fucking phone on the kitchen counter?
Now, are you asking this question though, Bub? Just to clarify, can you leave it and she don't check it, or you don't leave it so she don't check it?
Can you leave it and she don't check it? And vice versa for the woman. Can you leave it and he don't check it? Yeah. And if they do check it, is it going to be a problem for you? Is it going to be a red flag if they do check it for you?
Nah.
I will also say 2 passwords. I think that's a better thing, though, Bub. Like, is not knowing your spouses or your significant others or whoever you're with password.
Can a man ask his own question, Alex?
I was just trying to help him out, Hemp. Excuse me, Bub didn't stop me. my bad, Bub.
Alex, let's say all phones are unlocked and they're just out. Would you feel comfortable if you left your phone on a counter while you go take a shower?
Yeah.
And if he check it, you good with that?
It's nothing to find.
If he check it, you good with that?
I'm gonna ask you why you checked it, but you could check it if you want to.
If your phone is getting checked, Alex, is it a red flag though?
I'm gonna question your intent. I said yes initially. Yes to the red flag about checking somebody's phone. Yes.
If he checks it, that's the red flag. If she checks it, yes, that's the red flag. If you have a password on your phone and you're in a committed relationship, that's the red flag. If you're like Jay Stanza and you're up front with a woman and says, I'm free to do whatever the hell I want to do, and you put the phone down and the woman checks the phone, that's a red flag too. Because you knew what it is and you're still checking my phone and you're complaining about it. It's all a red flag. Yes.
Hold on. Let me ask you this question, Gunny. Since you said if you guys have passwords on your phone, right? That's a red flag. Right. What if you gave that significant other the password and they still checked it?
That's a red flag. That's a red flag. Absolutely. They have the password and they're checking your phone. That means they don't trust you. That's a red flag either on you or on them, but it's a red flag that something is going wrong in the relationship, hands down.
I don't think it's a red flag if you have a password. I got kids. You're not about to see what I be sending your dad. Like, it is not a red flag if I got a password.
Yeah, you definitely need a password. What say Jay? What say you?
I'm taking my phone in the shower with me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not leaving that shit out.
Shit like that.
If you a man, I advise you not to go through your girl phone unless you want your world to come crashing down. Do not go through that shit. I'm telling you. I'm not doing it. But you'll see. Y'all gonna see. Go through your girl phone and tell me how you feel after that.
I be talking shit. Ain't even on no cheat shit. I be talking cash shit when I'm mad. Like, bunch of shit I want to say to you. Like, I'm like I'm saying all in text messages.
So we got to think about the mentality of it though. If you're going through your girl's phone, why do you have a girl in the first place? You shouldn't even have one. If you're going through her phone and you're suspect of what she's doing, then she shouldn't be yours in the first place.
Gunny, you just live in this perfect fucking world because
no, it's not a perfect world. I'm speaking.
You think
I live in reality.
Whatever. I'm saying like your your expectations like are sometimes out of this world. Like you act like people don't make mistakes in relationships. You act like people can't do this and do that, and they just so people do shit. Some people don't even know what they ready for until they in that shit, and then they realize they really not ready for the shit. Like it, you just listen. You
just asked me. He just asked me about it. It literally was like 3 minutes ago. He asked, "Have you been in trouble with the law?" And I raised my hand. So what are you talking about? I'm not acting as if I'm perfect. I admitted to the fact that I'm not.
I'm talking about the relationship aspect. Like you're saying, oh, if you got to do this, you shouldn't have a girlfriend. A lot of times people do shit not even knowing that they're gonna do this shit. It's not, premeditated. It's not. A lot of that shit sometimes just happens. Like you just, you're not ready to have a girl. Some people don't know they're not ready until some shit happens.
But Mary, here's what I challenge you to do. And I'm ready right now. I got my super chat ready to send to the show. This might be risky. The greatest show on YouTube, up and coming. If you could tell me one thing that I said that contradicts my statements, I'm willing to send right now a $20 super chat. Tell me one thing. I'm ready.
I'm not saying what contradicts your statements, because your statements are going to be your statements. That's just how you feel. That's just how you feel. How can I contradict something that's an opinion? I can't. That's how you feel.
Well, but tell me one thing that I said where I said that I'm alluding to the fact that I had these perfect scenarios and that I'm perfect. Tell me one thing. Everything that I said is factual about what goes on in relationships. Tell me one thing that I'm wrong at that's not factual, and I'll send a $20 super chat right now to the show.
You thinking that people make decisions based on what they already know. Some people don't make decisions until something happens. You think, you shouldn't do this until this, or you shouldn't do that until that. But you won't know until you're in that situation. You won't know realistically. You can think you about to give somebody your world and all that, and I'm ready to be committed. I'm ready to, be in a relationship. And then something happens in the midst of that, and you realize, damn, I really wasn't ready. You get what I'm saying? But I already told this person I was ready. But when I'm in it, because this is different, this is 100% of me that I'm giving, that I thought was going to be different, and it's not that. That's you thinking that shit don't happen. That's that perfect world you live in.
I didn't say that it didn't happen, Mary.
Yes,
I didn't say that.
You shouldn't be. You shouldn't have decided to have a girlfriend. You shouldn't have decided to get married. You shouldn't have decided to do this. A lot of people don't know what they shouldn't have done until they've done it.
That's not true. That's not true. No.
How?
No, that's not true.
We are humans.
No.
We learn off of experience. How is that not true? We are humans. We learn off of experience.
You know exactly what you're doing before you do it. Every last one of us knows. You don't slip and fall into some punani. You don't do that. You know exactly what you're doing before you do it.
What I'm saying is, until it's there, you don't know that you're not ready for it. That's like that. You could fucking be trying a new food and be like, this looks like it's good. You eat it and it's not fucking good. What happened? You didn't know until you tried it, right?
That's cap. That's cap. Like the young guys say, Jay Stanza, that's cap.
How is it cap?
Because you know exactly what you do before you do it.
I'm not saying that.
We all do. We all know what steps we lead up to in order. Come on, Mary.
No, you come on, because what I'm saying is a lot of times you don't know what you can't handle until you're in that moment. You don't know. You don't know because you haven't been in that experience. So you could tell somebody, I'm 100% committed to you. I want to be with you, this and that. You get into a relationship. The relationship may not be cut up to what it be, because dynamics do change when you live together. When you're in a relationship, when you start to have kids, things change. And then something happens in that relationship. And it's like, damn, I thought I had better control than that. And I don't.
And that's the thing. That's the thing that I think that you're missing. I have been in those situations multiple times. Too many times to count, But when I reflect on it and reflect on what I've done, I look back and I don't give myself excuses. I say, I could have did this wrong. I could have did this right. I could have made this choice. I could have made this choice. I had a choice and I knew exactly what I was doing when I was doing it. And I made the conscious choice to make that step forward.
Exactly.
Stop acting like we don't make those choices in our heads, because we do.
Okay, so since you did in the beginning, when you decided that you weren't going to do something and you ended up doing it anyway, what you're saying like that don't exist. You're acting like that doesn't
No,
exist.
I'm not saying that. No, that's not what I'm saying, Mary.
You're saying, oh, if you're going to do this, why even get a girlfriend in the first place? Why even get a wife in the first place if you're going to do this? Sometimes you don't know that shit's going to happen until it happens.
Because I'm breaking down the thought process that we seem as human beings to ignore in our lives. The things that we do, we ignore those steps and we act like for whatever reason they don't happen, but they do happen. When you meet when you as a woman, you meet a fine guy and you know that he ain't ish, you decide to take the step 1, 2, 3, and 4. You decide that. That's your choice, and you choose to ignore it.
Do you know how many times that there is a facade put on, whether it be the woman or the man? There is a facade put on until they get you to where they want you. Do you know that exists in your world?
I know that exists. It exists with both men and women.
Exactly.
It exists with both men and women, but let's not act like we don't see the signs that we're being fooled and deceived based on how we grow up and based on who we are. Let's not act like that doesn't happen. Let's not play the victim and act like we're just so innocent and we don't see these things.
We're not going to act like people don't put on a show too. We're not going to act like that, because a lot of you men say for yourself, oh, when you get married, it changes things. People act different when you get married. Oh, I put a ring on her finger because she was such and such way and she was doing this and doing that. And now that we married, she's not doing none of those things that she was doing before. That's what y'all say as men. So what are you saying? No, you didn't see that coming, because she got what she wanted, which was the ring. So now she's like, you know what? I'm not going to cook every day. I'm not going to keep doing this for him because I already got him. We're already married. It happens is what I'm saying. And
so why do women realize that after the fact? Why are women able to give advice after the fact? Why do they know that after the fact? Why are they able to give advice to other women and other men about the mistakes that they made? How do they know that?
How? Experience. Only people that have experience should be giving advice. What do you mean?
That's my point.
No, it's not. What point are you making? You're not making any point. You haven't said anything that's a valid point.
What are you guys arguing?
He's trying to
accountability. That's what we're arguing.
No,
we're arguing accountability.
All right, take it back to the top though. So we're talking about checking the phone, right?
Gunny, send that $20 super chat. Go ahead and send it.
Right, because he's saying if you gotta go through their phone, you shouldn't be with somebody to begin with. My thing is, a lot of times you don't know that you're going to do certain things or act a certain way until you've already gotten that relationship phase. He's mentioned before, oh, if you knew you was going to cheat, you shouldn't have got married. Sometimes it comes after the fact where you don't even realize you're going to take these certain steps and do these things.
So what can happen? Make it more realistic. So, like, let's say somebody's movements start to change a little bit. They start to act a little different, right? Maybe you don't want to be accusatory, but you may say, well, let me take a look at this. Some people trust but verify. That doesn't seem like it's far-fetched. As opposed to going, if Mary, you know what I mean, yo, you were doing, are you doing X, Y, and Z? You might be able to be the look, say, oh, that's a coworker. They really just talking about X, Y, and Z. Like, you could do things like that. That doesn't seem far-fetched to me.
Right, but his point of view was, oh, if you got to do that, you shouldn't even got in a relationship in the first place.
But after, if you been somebody for 40 years, I mean, shit, ain't no time. I mean, so many things gonna change.
Exactly my point.
That's not my point. That's the extreme. I'm talking about the mindset of why you do it. You're checking the person's phone because you don't trust the relationship you're in. And if you don't trust the relationship you're in, then you're within your right to question why you're in the relationship.
But that's
my point.
But that's your point. But that's not what you said. What you said is you shouldn't have got into the relationship. Just like you said, if you're going to cheat, you shouldn't have married that person if you were going to cheat. What I was saying is a lot of times these things that happen, you don't know are going to happen or you're going to do them.
Yeah.
So send that $20 super chat.
Nah, look. Let me read a couple of these. I make agreement with the $2 super chat. If she's too friendly with a child, if she's too friendly with a child's father, that would be a red flag for sure. I'll make agreement with the $2 super chat. If she has male orbiting in her friend zone, yeah, that's another one that I was thinking about for sure. Provocative IG, feminist worldview, and entitled. Yeah. Damn, oh man, I should have called Omega Green. Her past dating history is a huge red flag. Yeah, if she got too long of a resume, that could definitely be a red flag. For sure. Yeah, I think you ever seen that movie Minority Report, Gunny?
Yeah,
you remember how they could see crime happening before it happened? And he was the main cop. Y'all remember this movie or not?
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember he running and shit. He's like, there's no way I'm gonna commit this crime of killing this dude. And then when he got to that point and he saw what the dude did, you remember he was like, "Oh, I am gonna kill him." like he knew he was gonna kill him. Like, and he was the main cop. It was like no crime in the world. That just when I was thinking about that, because like you said, when them bullets is flying, shit hit different, man. Mike Tyson said everybody got a game plan so they get punched in their shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and you do shit that you ain't proud of. You do that shit all the time, especially as men. Like let's say I'm arguing with my wife, right? But then after the argument over, I'm like, that's some corny ass clown. You know what I mean? You feel like, but don't mean that we don't do that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So even though you know right from wrong, it just happens. Interesting. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. It helps the channel the most. You know how Isha get when it get late, Mr. White. You going to hit one or what?
Yep. So I just want to combine. It's right quick. I just want to combine one where the guy was talking about the male friends. So if a woman has male friends and she's about to get in a relationship and the man tells her to cut the male friends off, is that a red flag? Like for the women, like, so is that man a red flag for telling her to end those relationships? And then if the woman says, no, I'm not cutting them off, is that a red flag on her end?
Mary, read the super chat real quick.
It says,
come on, my nigga. Come on, man. Now you scared to read out loud? You that kid?
No, bro. Every time you get on here, like you got to do some extra shit. Like I couldn't even. I was trying to catch up, reading something else.
I'm reading now.
Why
are you so nervous?
Legit point. She got me.
All right, Adrian, close it one more time.
All right. So is it a red flag for a man to tell a woman she can't have male friends? And then is it a red flag on a woman and if she says, well, I'm not cutting my male friends off?
Yeah, the second one's a red flag.
Absolutely.
The first one's not.
The first one is too.
Well,
the first one is too.
The second one.
All right, let's go around. Bub, this 1 and 2. So go ahead.
Y'all know me. Don't fuck with me.
Is number 1 a red flag?
Yeah, nope. That number 2 though. That number 2 is a definite red flag.
I gotta say it out loud for the podcast. If a man tells a lady that he's about to be in a relationship with that he had to cut her male friends off, is that a red flag? Bub.
No.
If she says she ain't cutting her male friends off, is that a red flag?
Absolutely.
Mr. White, you pose this. I'm gonna skip you. Jay.
Yo.
If he tells her she gotta cut them niggas off, is that a red flag?
Nah. Because there's probably somebody in the group that probably like her. He's like, nah, I know his game. He want to smash behind my back. I know he trying to get with you. He pretending to be your friend. Like he see it coming.
Yeah. Now, number 2, if she like, I ain't cutting them off, is that a red flag?
Yeah, definitely.
Let me get the guys. Gunny.
Yeah, I agree. No, and then yes.
It's pretty simple. Sis. Oh shit. Sis.
No and no.
Neither one is a red flag?
No. No. I think women should hang on to their friends that are in the friend zone as long as possible. So that man she's dating makes her feel comfortable enough to really just
Are you saying
cut
you
them
have
off.
so you keep them as backup?
I don't believe in just getting rid of
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
automatically because I meet somebody and I'm dating them for
No. The question was, you about to get in a relationship, like you about to make it a monogamous thing.
Yeah, no. I'm not cutting them off right away. No.
Now, Jay, for context, sis made one dude wait. Was it 12 or 7 years?
12.
He made one guy wait 12 years for some cheeks.
Nah.
Sis did that. I swear to God, in real life.
Bro, listen. If you gotta go on more than one date, she don't like you. I'm sorry. One date.
Wow.
Jay crazy as a motherfucker. That's that light skin shit, man. Look at Bub smiling.
What
Look,
you said? One day?
Bub's right along with him. Look at Bub.
God.
If you gotta go on 3 days, she not feeling you. I'm sorry.
I think you're right. Not because I'm thinking back to like when I was outside. Yeah, that like you ain't really have to go on no day. Like, meet me at the bar. Like that's it. Yo, damn, Isha. Oh man.
Nope and nope. Well, no and yes.
All right, good, because you've been regressing
No.
lately.
I think I said it wrong. It's not a red flag, the first one.
If he said cut them all off.
So that's a red flag.
So you saying you're not gonna cut your male friends off, that's not a red flag.
I'm not if I don't think he need to tell me. I'll do it in my own time.
And if he tells you, that's a red flag.
Yes.
Isha has been regressing, Mr. White.
It's a little controlling.
No, it's just real shit. Q. What say you?
I say yes and yes.
They both red flags?
Because if he got to tell you, then obviously there's some either insecurity or there's something that he's seen. So that's a red flag. And then if you are like, nah, I'm not doing it, and you holding on to something's going on, that's a red flag. So I say yes and yes.
Mary.
Yo, I'm thinking I'm kind of borderline yes and no and yes.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
No,
Why?
for real. Like, because the shit, that controlling type of aspect. My thing is, I believe in cutting anything off that makes your spouse uncomfortable. But if I haven't done anything to make you uncomfortable, you randomly just like, oh, cut all your friends off type shit. I'll be like, what? Like, what happened? You know what I mean? I'm gonna be curious about it, but I'm not gonna be like, oh no, I'm not cutting nobody off type shit.
Men, I just hate when it gets characterized as like an insecurity or something. Like you don't get, I don't know how to explain it. You don't want other men to have access to your woman. I mean, and I get that people have to live in this world, but you cut off certain access points, right? And then you making it known that hey, you need to cut off these access points. It's not insecurity. You just a man, and we're territorial. Go ahead.
What would as a man, like what is your legit reason for, mind you, there's no red flag.
Because it's simple, because you can't text none of them niggas at 2:30 a.m. and say come get this pussy and they're gonna say no. It's that simple.
So that wouldn't be classified as an insecurity?
No. Did you hear what I said?
No, I know I heard you, but I'm saying on your end that would not be.
If your friends would fuck you, they ain't your friends. That's it. You can't text Johnny your phone right now. Hey John, I'm feeling froggy. He's like, oh, I'm about to leap. You know, some corny shit John gonna say.
But like what man honestly like
is gonna say? Exactly. Exactly.
What man won't? Like I'm just
well, that's the point.
That's what he's saying.
That's the point.
But the reason that I was saying that is kind of like, I think Isha was hitting on it. If you have to ask her, she should have enough sense to know what to cut off and what to keep, and you know where all these people lie. So I think that's.
I feel like it depends on all like my male friends that I have. They're not here. They're all back in Connecticut, and them knowing that I'm married, I'm in a relationship. They don't hit me up at any time or anything like that. Usually it'd be advice about the women they with. But
whatever. We just telling you that's what it is. If the nigga would come over there and get some cheeks, that ain't your friend no more. And when you tell your woman something, you tell her what you think she need to know. I'm not assuming that she knows anything in terms of what I'm feeling. That's the problem now. Motherfuckers think, oh, she should understand this. Nah, it's okay to articulate your wants and needs. Like Jay said, be honest, be candid. Whether you're in a relationship, if you just want to have a sexual encounter, let the person know what it is and where you stand. That don't show insecurity. You're being transparent, really.
It ain't nobody calling my wife, asking my wife for advice.
Exactly, that's out. Ain't nobody gonna have access to my wife. That's out.
Yeah.
That's out.
Yeah. No, that's out. That's out. Isha, you quiet now because I say you don't regress. You ain't regress that far. Go ahead. You gonna change your
not regress. I just think that like any person, if I know my man, I know. You can't hear me?
Oh, there you go. I can hear you now.
If I know my man, I know what's gonna bother him, right? So then if I feel like this person in my life is a problem, I'm gonna cut him off. I'm not a child. I don't think that he needs to tell me stop talking to somebody.
That's fair. I mean, that's fair, right? But what happens when people make assumptions?
Yeah.
Because Mary, here's how it goes. So Isha, he didn't tell Isha, right? Because he assumed Isha's supposed to know. And then when they had that argument, what Isha say? Oh, you ain't tell me you ain't like that nigga. You ain't tell me you did. Nah. If I tell you, there ain't no scapegoating.
So y'all as men don't have no female friends?
No.
So you could call up any one of your female friends and tell her let's fuck.
And we don't have the same sexual access. I just told you they put a vagina on this light pole and niggas been out there for the past 3 weeks. You don't give a fuck. Like, come on, man. We different in that way.
No.
No what?
Professionally, we have access to females, obviously, because but as far as friends, no, we don't have. No, I'll speak for myself. No, I don't have any female friends. No.
Y'all get to keep y'all women friends, but we can't keep male friends because it's harder for y'all to get they pussy than it is for us to get.
That's a realistic thing, Mary. But also, we don't have female friends. So, like on a reoccurring everyday basis, the people that we hang out with now are couples. So the male friends that my wife have are my friends. So like when I was in Texas and I had at the other house, something happened. So I called my friend. I couldn't get it. I said, hey, I'm about to go in this meeting. Call Joe, have him go over there. Mm. Right. So that's how you create that nucleus, right? And you can't put everything past everybody. But at the very least, these are my friends. Now it's our circle of friends.
Right. So, Bub, you say you don't have no female friends. Adrian, you got female friends outside of your life?
So I did, but now they're friends with my wife. So like my wife talks to them now without me being around. So they're our friends now.
Okay.
Yeah, they have to be our friends in terms of monogamous, really, especially marriages.
So girls can't have homeboys that's y'all friends too?
No,
Nah, that's how.
no, you
That's how.
introduce me to no
Absolutely
nigga.
not. That's
Fuck out of
ridiculous.
And to tell you the truth, like
that's dumb.
just speaking on the men on this panel, like I would expect, like the type of presence that we have, ain't no man even gonna test us like that. Word, and that's a fact. Word.
Yo, see, niggas be women. Listen, men. A lot of men be trying to act all sophisticated, this, that, and the third. And I think we are intelligent, smart, but niggas have a lot of Neanderthal-esque ways. Like, listen, I'll still get in a fist fight. I know it. I'm old as shit, but I got 26 seconds in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like there's certain things men just gonna be men. Like, and now I know all the shit that men do is toxic now, right? That's how they characterize it. But we still gonna be men. Like, I don't like it is what it is, man.
But I think that your women know that too. So she's gonna know, nah, my husband not gonna like this shit. We can't be friends. So you don't have to tell her you can't be friends with that nigga. She know who you are.
Yo, let me tell you something, Isha. You give me a week. You get an old bub a week. Give me a week. Everything gonna be cut off. That's all I need.
Shit like that.
Fuck if y'all been friends for 20 years, 15 years, everything gonna be cut off.
Yeah, that shit is a wrap. Omega Green with the $5 super chat. Women call anything insecure that limits their ability to easily access people or things that undermine the relationship. It's just manipulation. Damn, I was about to say something.
That don't mean shit because niggas will call it quick to call they female insecure if they be like, oh, where you was at or what you was doing. We all of a sudden insecure and asking too many damn questions and shit like that. So no, men will be quicker.
Shit like that.
I don't think men, we be saying women insecure. We say that.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Oh, you just being insecure.
I'm asking.
I ain't never used that.
Jay, you still outside? Do men say that?
Nah, we be like, yo, you tripping right now.
Yeah, talking too much. That's too many questions, but it's not the same as like, cause y'all be trying to like stab a nigga, like, oh, you insecure. Now he got to question everything. Nah, we just say, yo, stop asking me all these goddamn questions.
Yeah, like, yo, pipe down, you bugging out.
Same shit.
Yeah, point being everybody manipulating everybody. So
right.
Nah, man, nah. That was a good question. Yeah, damn, man. Yo, Jay, I remember I had to bring my phone everywhere.
Everywhere. Toilet, bathroom, the car.
Nigga.
Phone me everywhere.
Yo, I remember my wife used to like walk by, nigga. You wake up, like I'll be dead asleep. You wake up, you grab your shit. Yo, man, I'm free of that bullshit.
It's not fun living like that. I'm telling you.
I'm free of that shit.
It ain't fun.
Yo, it's the best feeling in the world, nigga. Shit, had that motherfucker.
Facts.
God damn.
Somebody better answer.
Shit like that, man. Damn, that was interesting, man. Hey, them last two were dope. I appreciate y'all. Hey, Jay, man. Y'all think Jay did a good job? I think Jay did a good job, man. Real shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And not like I'm talking like this is first time on a panel or some shit, but you know, because some of them panels, Jay, they be good, you know what I mean? But they be like, a motherfucker be trying to act too smart and shit. Like, I hate that shit. Like, let's just have conversation, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
this is my favorite one. The other ones I've been on be like, it's all right.
The little
this
stuff.
This is more real. This is real. This is like a real one. Like we actually talking, like having a conversation.
Yeah, real shit. You know what I mean?
Shit like that. Shit like that.
Indeed. We gotta get what was her name?
Nikki.
I don't know why I keep forgetting. We definitely gotta get Nikki on, man. So shout out to her. So listen, man.
Hold on. I know where you about to go with this. I got a question for Jay real quick.
What?
Jay, so you said that you tell your lady straight up what it is, right? And you stand. Right. So why do you carry your phone everywhere?
Get him, Q.
Wow.
I mean, I tell her straight up. I still don't want you to see what I'm doing. It's my business.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
That's a light skinned ass answer, but
Hey, Q, that was
a dope question.
yo. I think the best and Q, that was a hell of a fucking question. I think the best answer is she'll know, but out of sight, out of mind is probably peace for women, right? It don't need to be all in her face. Nobody should be calling her and shit like that. You know what I mean? And that phone could be a temptation. That motherfucker vibrating and singing. Because you know Jay Young, so you know he still got sounds, ringtones and shit.
It's on D&D all the time.
You gonna answer no text messages or nothing. You just damn, man, that's interesting, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Please hit all the links in the chat. In the description. DirectionCYOP.com for all the latest merch, and DTs.com for the merch. We got Silver Bullet NYC for the merch right here. You know what I mean? It's been awesome, man. I don't really fuck with Jerry Springer, but I do like one of his constructs. Mary chewing like a goddamn, like Mr. Ed. You good? Damn.
You had me on her too long.
Mr. White, final thought.
Man, Jay broke my heart, man, when he was talking about how like people seriously, how people his age like just don't even value marriage no more, and they really don't, want it. So I think it was dope having, a younger male up there, because this thing is really bad. And I think we really have to be mindful of the things that we champion, and we also have to be mindful of the things that we stand on and the things that we support, because it's affecting the next, generation. So I just encourage people to really, really be mindful. And marriage is not a bad thing at all. It's just the people getting married don't know what they're doing.
Word. Mary.
I definitely agree with Adrian. I was gonna get on that topic too. It's kind of sad.
Wait, Mary, pull your shirt up a little bit.
Oh my gosh. I am grown.
All right, go on.
Christ.
Don't call him. He ain't coming. Go ahead.
I was gonna touch up on what Adrian said. It kind of sucks that we have somebody like Jay from his time right now, where it's not, marriage is not applauded, or it's not appealing. I think that goes a lot to say about our women, and just hoping that the generation does get better, or there's some kind of fix, because to him, the next 7 years, the shit is over. So let's, work on changing that. Word.
Gunny?
Hey, shout out to Jay Stanza. Hey, I sat back for a while, and I learned a lot tonight. And I think that we need to value more the younger perspective. And I think that he dropped a lot of gems. And I definitely appreciate him for coming up here and not being afraid to share his perspective on how people in his age group live the way that they live and do the things that they do. So shout out to him. Shout out again to Q and Bub and Mary. Y'all dropped some gems tonight. And Mary, you made me $20 lighter. Salute.
Word. Isha.
Well, I really don't think men are gay per se, but y'all start spending more time with y'all women over the men, because it's giving a little suspect.
Word. Jay?
2023 is a new game. It's different out here. It's time to let go of the old. The new shit is here. 2023, and in the future, the streets is undefeated. I'm letting you know this was going on outside, and the sooner you let go and you accept, you'll be free. Real shit.
Word. Q?
I want to say shout out to Jay for showing up tonight with the light skin energy. Fuck the whole speech about his relationship statuses in this era and his age group and all that shit. I also want to say be careful out there in the A. You know, make sure you checking the neck and all that, because y'all got some other shit going on out there. And everybody a little gay, for the record.
Fuck out of here.
Everybody a little gay.
Negative.
Y'all ain't let me speak on that shit. But I want to say, Isha, you said some real shit, and they was trying to pull your shit in all different kind of directions. If you spending more time with your niggas and bros over hoes is your motto, and you're a grown ass man in a relationship, you sus as fuck.
Word. Bub.
Yo, yo, shout out to you know, this might be risky, man. How this shit moving right now. I'm gonna piggyback off what Adrian said. Yo, pay attention to red flags. Sis broke my heart. Okay, the fact that sis still letting these motherfuckers linger around might be the reason why she's still single. Cause motherfuckers ain't dumb. All right, you still letting these motherfuckers linger around. We know, so we ain't fucking with you. Let's get it.
Word. Sis ran from the final thought and all that. But she heard you, bro. I'm sure she'll be replying. It's real out here, you know. And I think that, you know, Jay is younger than us, but you know, we not up there all crazy, you know. So we got time to influence even the brothers around us. Like, I take credit for a lot of my friend group. Because I mean, some of them were married, but how I did it, like, we got married at the courthouse, then we bought a house, then we had a reception in the backyard, you know what I mean? Then the kids and all that other shit, right? And then you see it start to trickle down a little bit, you know, with my friend group here. So now one of my buddies, he's still outside. He put in our chat, just like Jay said, "Oh, y'all niggas ain't fun no more." I said, well, we got free cheeks, we got kids, right? This Netflix is way cheaper than going out in DC. I'll tell you that. You know what I'm saying? I already DJ so much. You know what I mean? So it's just different things. So to Isha's point, when we get together, because it's not that often, we have a ball. We go out. We just be drinking like shit because everybody got money. We be sauce balls. Somebody got to leave their car there. You know what I'm saying? And we all get in trouble in the same way. Why you get home at 6 a.m.? Why you laying with your pants half off your ass in the middle of the floor? I'm saucy, my nigga. What you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? But it's a good thing. You know what I mean? And so as we keep talking to brothers like Jay, who's super intelligent, who understand the environment and are willing to also say that if the environment changes, perhaps the outlook will change. See, that's the dope thing that he said that I want to make sure everybody understand that. And we got to be better, because that even influenced me at the end of the conversation when I was talking to Gunny. I think I'm decently understanding, right? But y'all know I could be super stubborn. But when I was talking to Gunny, talking to Q, right? I can acknowledge, okay, that might make sense. Right now, it's not resonating with me, you know? And then we use the anecdotal example of the panel to say who's been arrested and things of that nature. So her point was proven. So I had to admit that, you know what I mean? And that's okay, right? That's the only way you grow. Hey, Albert Einstein said it best: once you stop learning, you start dying. So that's pretty simple. Damn, man, y'all the best. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. And oh shit, Jay, plug your shit real quick. Instagram, TikTok. My bad.
Right now,
Right.
IG J Stanza _ TikTok Weatherman _ J. You know what's up.
Indeed, Gunny, plug your shit real quick.
Gunny J Wells on TikTok, jwellsart.com.
They let you get a TikTok? I thought they had an A's. Never mind. Well, I meant to say that in the back chat. Bub, plug your shit real quick. He on mute. Put him
in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come
Yeah. Yo, all I do is sell clothes, so y'all can hit me up at directccYOP.com. Let's get it.
Word. Q, good. What we got coming up?
I got no shows coming up right now, but I got some more content coming. Follow me on Instagram, comedian Q Turner, and follow my clothing line page, logictees.us.
Okay, nice. Mr. White, you still sitting on that grand idea pause, or are you ready to let people know about it?
Nah, I'm sitting. I'm sitting. I'm sitting. I got one on the launch next month. Give me 30 days. 30 days.
Say no more. If they live in the Tampa, Sarasota, Orlando area and they need some services, who do they call?
P&M Plumbing. Just what's up.
Man, this nigga's the worst promoter, man. You need to work on your skills, man.
0656.
Hey, P, call me. I'll do it for you. This nigga. Nisha.
Y'all see my Instagram. Y'all see my Instagram. If y'all in Central Florida area, just hit me up.
There we go. Isha, plug your OnlyFans so we can get out of here.
Good to have.
Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And we out.